Hello everyone, welcome back to some more AC1 speedrunning practice. Okay, I realise needs to be hidden a bit more. I just need to do it just enough so there's not a little black line. I did it! Nailed it! Alright, cool. I've got my little thing going now, so we're all professional. But we're going to load into the game. And we're going to have a little go. We can test our actual time now. And also, I've got a few other things I want to test out. So, realizing, because I remember when we last did the speed run, like a casual speed run, we tried a few exploits. Some of them worked, some of them didn't. But I'm going to want to master those, because it's going to save us time. So... Yeah, I am. Brilliant. Anyway, so we've got some gaming to do here. So I think there's also some other things that are going to save us time that I didn't even think about until I was going through the because I've never even like really read a guide on how to speedrun AC1. I just sort of things that I've picked up, and so I read the guide today. I just realised I spelled traitor wrong here, didn't I? It says tater. Maybe we should leave it. Tater. We'll play the tater bit. Wait, how do I change that again? It's edit splits. Alright, hold on. There you go. Yeah, so I realised there's several things we can do, right? So there's a couple of exploits that I know and that I've tried before to success and to fail. There's the Robert one, which is super easy. But people are asking about my nose. People are always going to ask about my nose. My dog bit me. It was a couple of days ago now. It was much worse. It's healing, but we're alright. But yeah, so there's the Robert one where you just jump over the fence and onto the thing, and then you just climb around and you can get right behind them. There's the William one that we tried and fucked up. It wasn't the hard bit that we fucked up. It was a dumb bit that we fucked up. It was that you do the big jump from the building onto that little like ledge next to the stairs, and then you climb right around, you jump over, you jump back, and then you can get all the way into where Robert will spawn after the cutscene. That's what we're going to definitely want to do, because that's going to save a shit ton of time. As much as I love that assassination, and it's like almost fucking heresy to like, exploit it, we still have to. What other ones are there? I'm trying to think. There's the Jubair one, in which I've realised there's actually a much easier way to do it than the one that we did on the other stream that one time. You can literally just jump over instead of having to have a guy, like, to kill a guy. And then you could just, like, glitch down and get him. We actually fucked it up in the end, but I think that's because I was in the wrong place. So, those ones we're going to want to try and master. And there's one more. Well, there's an exploit you can do for Al-Mualim, but I think I'm just going to stick with my method. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it does suck that I got a scar here. Like I said, it'd be better if it went onto my face, like a little bit. Then it'd be like, if it scars, then it's cool. I don't think it's going to scar, though. I think I'll be alright. Anyway, I think we could try testing ourselves on Memory Block 2 now and see if we can do it. And if I want to do that, look, obviously, we're not going to go through Solomon's Temple and shit, so... Or we can actually test ourselves on Solomon's Temple. We just have to skip past the tutorial, time. So, if I were to start the timer, I'd just start it later on, and then we can test to see if I'm quicker. So we could test everything up until this point, and then move on to Memory Block 3 and try Garnier and Talal. Trying to find methods for those, but we could try just doing these two real quick. I think it'd probably be worth doing, wouldn't it? Just test ourselves against the actual times, because the times you can see up there, so where it says time, so let me explain how it's going to work, right? So there's a big number, like just here, there's a big number and a small number. The small number will be the segment time, and the big number will be the total overall time. Then you've got a column that says time. Those are the world record console times for each segment. So I went through their stream and made sure to get the exact right segments. I'm just going to have to make sure I hit 0 at the right time, so I'm exactly in time with it. Not that it matters a great deal, as long as my total time is less. But, yeah, so I think... there's that. So then there's that other column, which is the middle one. You can see there's like a plus slash a minus. And what that'll do is that'll tell me the difference between my time and the world record time. So if it's a minus, we always want it to have a minus because that means I've done it in less time. If it's a plus, then we don't want it. And you'll know because minus will be green and then plus will be red. So if it's red, bad. If it's green, good. And then that's what we want. And then the time column will change to my time when I've finished that segment. So just to give you a quick test of what it will look like, if I hit start now, you see it'll start ticking up. You can't see. Why can't you see that? Is it because it's green? Might be because it's green. Shit, I didn't really think about that. I might have to change that color actually. We've changed it to like a blue or something. But as soon as I hit this, you're gonna see that it changes there to, that's how, like, because obviously if I say I did it in 15 seconds or whatever, right? Which is just how it be, you know? But there you go. And I think actually I've changed this to the wrong thing. There you go. So that's how it'll look. That's better. That's what we wanted to see. That's what we wanted to say. But we'll reset it now real quick, and then let me just change the layout colors so that the countdown, instead of it being green, we'll make it, where is it? I don't know. I don't even know how to fucking change it. Timer? No. How do I change it? Title, splits, previous segments, detailed timer? It should still be there. There's no reason why it shouldn't be there. I don't know why you can't see that. Well, I tell you actually why it might be. Hold up, real quick. No. Let me just adjust this. No, that should all be the same. Take this off, you'll probably be able to see it, but then it's a whole green thing. I could just fuck it off with that and just make it, instead of this, we could just go for like a grey colour. It's a bit annoying because I kind of would prefer it to be see-through, but we might not be able to. Purely because it's like just fucking with the thing, but you know, it just be like that sometimes, you know? It just do be like that. Yeah, let's change this to a not like that, that's fucking ugly. Oh my god, no. Oh my god, that's so bad. Something like that. And then you'll see, yeah, so that's how we'd have it. And as you go through, it'll scroll through all the times. But yeah, there you go. We might just leave it like that. I mean, it looks better when it's see-through, but you can't see the fucking counter. So, whatever. Unless we were to make it like a fucking different coloured background. I'll play around with it off stream, maybe. But, so we'll go like this anyway, for now. And then we should be good. Right, okay, let's go for this then. So let me set the timer for like 29:30, and then we can wait for it to tick over, and then I'll click on it and we can start Solomon's Temple, because Solomon's Temple will start just after the tutorial finishes, which is like when it flashes white. So we'll go, let me change the starting time of the counter, because obviously we can't do the intro and tutorial because we don't have a fresh save, and I'm not going to do a fresh save. So it'll start ticking over at, no, it'll be 13:37, so we'll go, let's say 13:30. So that gives us 7 seconds after we hit start to be able to hit the next one. And obviously the first timer is going to be wrong, but beyond that we'll be okay. So if I hit go now, and then I want to hit start at the same time as it hits. Yeah, there we go. Okay. No! Oh, no. Wait, I messed up. Fuck. Oh, well. We're behind. But, you know, that's alright. It's part of the fun, isn't it? So the Solomon's Temple section is kind of long.
Wait,
but
there must be another way.
We can give it a go. Don't worry, I'm like 2 seconds fucking behind because I thought it would start straight away, but it didn't. I've also found that thing the guy said in chat I tested it. I know what he fucking meant now. It was, so he said, if you jump on a, if you jump on someone while they're talking to you, it cancels out the conversation. And I realised what they meant. So when you like have like the monks and stuff, if you jump into them as you lock on, it'll cancel out that whole conversation, which is hugely beneficial. So we're gonna get such a good time on Damascus right now. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. We're gonna fucking nail it, boys. We want to focus on this, see how quickly we can do Solomon's Temple and then the Masyaf section, because we also really botched the Masyaf section when we practiced it last stream, yesterday, whatever it was.
The Master believes the Templars have found something beneath the Temple Mount.
We can try that.
Treasure?
I do not know. All that matters is the Master considers it important. Else he would not have asked me to retrieve it.
Here we go. Just want to go as quickly as we possibly can through this section. And what we want to have done is have got to the modern day, where the modern day would happen, by, what is it, 29 minutes or something? Yeah, 29:47 is when we want to have finished this segment.
There. That must be the Ark.
The Ark of the Covenant?
Right, we'll stand here so we can just jump right down.
There's no such thing. It's just a story.
Then what is it?
Quiet. Someone's coming.
I'm sure there's probably a mod that will skip cutscenes, but even if you could, it wouldn't count in a speed run because you'd be hacking the game. So.
Robert de Sable. His life is mine.
No. We were asked to retrieve the treasure
And deal with Robert only if necessary. He stands between us and it. I'd say it's necessary.
Discretion, Altair.
You mean cowardice. That man is our greatest enemy, and here we have a chance to be rid of him.
You have already broken 2 tenets of our creed. Now you would break the 3rd. Do not compromise.
Isn't it mad that this guy who fucking breaks the tenets of the creed ends up being like the fucking mentor that fucking changes the whole brotherhood and shit? Oh, what a fucking legendary man.
Hold, Templars. You are not the
Imagine not
only
hearing
ones
him
in business
fall.
here.
Imagine not hearing them talking.
This explains my missing
Mental.
man. And what is it you want?
Blood.
Oh my god, I fucked that up.
You know not the things in which you meddle, assassin. I spare you only that you may return to your master and deliver a message.
They just made Altair American because it's a, you know, it's an out of touch thing. It's kind of out of touch, but it's kind of in touch. It's out of touch in the sense that it actually works, but like it's in touch in the sense that it actually works, but it's out of touch because it's like kind of ridiculous. It's just to make Altair more relatable to an American audience, because they knew this game's, it's a Western game. Like, it's not only being released in, you know, fucking Syria or whatever. So they did it purely because they thought, well, people will be able to relate to an American character more. And it sounds ridiculous, but it actually does work. It's the same reason that even in modern Disney films, like the animated ones, they always make the protagonist have an American accent, even if it doesn't make sense. Even if every other character has accent that's appropriate for the location, the protagonist always have an American accent. It's because it genuinely does work in selling the film or the product. As ridiculous as it is.
Altair, you've returned.
Raouf.
So this bit also counts as the Solomon's Temple segment, by the way.
I trust your mission was a success.
There you go.
Is
I
the
love that
master
the
in his
camera
tower?
detaches so you can actually see where
Yes,
you're going.
buried in his books as always. No doubt he expects you.
My thanks, brother.
Safety and peace out
Yeah,
there.
this bit in my original
you
Let's
as
Play,
well.
which I believe is still on my channel, when he says he's buried in his books as always, I say in a Tobuscus impression accent, but buried in his books, he's dead, or something like that. It's really cringe, and I'm sorry that I said it again. It's just I think of it every time I fucking hear it. It haunts me. Oh, Kassamvar was a no good guy. Bad guy. Not a rapist, but you know, he was doing bad things to women. Yeah. Oh, go. So yeah, there's that, and it does suck because Revelations Altair is so fucking good, but it's one of those things where I guess you've really got to just, like, I love the character in that game, the writing's so brilliant, and yeah, I mean, the performance does do it, but, like, yeah.
Where are the others? Did you ride ahead hoping to be the first one back?
I don't think he was, like, a rapist. I don't think he, like,
to share the glory.
forced himself on a...
Silence is just another form of assent.
No, oh, yeah. No, yeah. No, sorry. Yeah, he is,
I bring
actually.
a word from the master. He waits for you in the library.
He did,
Best hurry.
it wasn't, like,
No doubt you're eager to
traditional...
put your tongue to his boot.
Another word and I'll put my blade to your throat.
There'll be plenty of time for that later, brother.
But yeah, he got, like, what did he do? He got underage girls to drink and took them to his hotel room or whatever.
It is an honor.
I don't know what he did. I don't remember, but like that's the story of like he did that to multiple girls. Yeah, ugh. Fucking disgusting. Traditional rape. That's what I mean. Like it's not like it didn't like find a girl in a in a dark alley and just force himself on her. Like that's what people think of as rape. Obviously he didn't do that, but it's still rape though. I need to stop. Like I don't like talking about this. I just don't like it. It's just not nice.
What do you mean? I have failed you.
The treasure?
I am not speedrunning all the games. Not even fucking close. Not happening. As far as I'll go is doing
You, my best man, to complete a mission more important
is doing
than
like
any that has come
maybe the
before.
Ezio games.
And you return to
But there's a lot more variables with those and I don't like it. Because it takes a lot more practice. Whereas with this game, it's so simple. It's all about knowing the game.
We need to mount another force.
Whereas with AC2, there's a lot of like dumb shit. You have to know specific routes.
You've done enough.
You got to make sure like, oh, this is how you skip this piece of dialogue, or this is how you do this thing, and it's like just a bunch of fucking exploits. More than it is your actual expertise of the game. And I suppose this has that in a way as well, but I guess it's just because I'm familiar with it that it's easier for me. I know this game so well.
Gone. Because of you!
Robert threw me from the roof.
This game's also quite chill because you have a lot of unskippable cutscenes, so it's quite nice to just sit and, I can still talk.
And my brother would still be alive! Your arrogance nearly cost us victory today.
Nearly?
I think this is one of those segments, right, where I'm either gonna hit exactly their time, or a bit more, or a bit less. Like it's really based on like really minor variables. Where I'm gonna be able to pick up time is gonna be on assassinations.
So he seeks a battle.
Whereas like the tutorial is gonna be very close. Like even when I was watching his stream back, the tutorial, his original time was like 12 minutes 50 seconds, but it still took him like 50 seconds longer than his original time. It's just like based on like dumb things sometimes, because it's so linear. But then when you've got like, okay, here we go. This is where we need to be as quick as we possibly can be, and we're not going to fight the guys. We're just going to sprint right down to the front gate. Which is a lot easier to do here than it is later on because we have a full health bar. So
Altair, it's good you've come. We need your help.
I love this guy. My favorite character in Assassin's Creed.
They attacked the village.
Oh, speedrunning Valhalla would be a nightmare. Do you know you can speedrun fucking Odyssey in about 2 hours or something? It's actually quicker to speedrun Odyssey than it is to do this. But that's because it's so broken. You can do these really dumb exploits where like you like jump off this fucking like mountain and teleport yourself across a map and like shit. So there's that. So it's not really like, I don't really like those kinds of speedruns where like you're not really playing the game, are you? No. No, come on, just run. Fuck. There we go. But yeah, I can't say I'm a huge fan of those speedruns where like you're just breaking the game. It's like, well, you're not really playing it though, are you? Like this has not got anything to do with how fast can you beat the game. It's how many fucking glitches can you use to get to the end. And I just don't think that's very fun. which is why I like this game, because a lot of it is you actually have to play it as quick as you can. Some of their hoods are all spinning about. Shit, man, we have like 5 minutes to do this. That's actually a lot of time. The only issue is a lot of it's fucking cutscenes. Come on, let me go.
Where are we going?
Up there. We've a surprise plan for our guests. Just do as I do. It should become clear soon enough.
Yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, I still don't really understand how they fucking got Ezio up here when his hands were bound. Like, there's no fucking stairs. Maybe they put in stairs later on. Altair decided stairs had to exist. Okay.
Heretic! Return what you have stolen from me!
You've no claim to it, Robert. Take yourself from here before I'm forced.
Yeah,
to
true. They
take
do have
your
different
hands
categories
further.
where it's like, well, you know,
Play a dangerous game!
I
glitchless
assure you,
ones. But
this
still,
is
people
no
are never going to
game.
look at those.
So
Like, if you look
be
at
it.
one for like a fucking, I don't know,
Force the hostage.
trying to think of a game. I don't know, like a Doom or something. Where like people are doing these ones where they're like completing the game in like 20 minutes or something. And it's like, that's going to be way more impressive, even though it's using glitches, than someone who beats it in a legit time not using glitches. No one's going to care about the glitchless one, because it's not as impressive to look at that time.
Will your men remain when the wells run dry and their food is gone?
My men do not fear death, Robert. They welcome it, and the reward.
I like ones where there's some glitches. That's why like I quite enjoy this, because there's like some really clever like exploits to get through the game quicker, and I quite enjoy that.
Show this fool knight what it is to have no fear. Go to God.
Yep.
Oh, my leg.
There it is. Oh my god, I'm so lucky I did that. I thought it was gonna fall off. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. How long we got? Not long, not long. But I think we can do it. I think we can do it because it's really just climbing up here, smashing the thing, then we get stabbed, and then that's it. If we can get this done in a quicker time, then I'm gonna feel pretty confident. Come on! See, it's a lot of this bullshit. No! No, 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 no. I thought I was gonna fucking die then. I got so scared. I got so scared. Come on, Altair. Let's go up. Yep, there it is. There it is. Okay, up we go. Yep, nice. That cost me like a second, but like still. It's those things matter in speedruns. It's so fucking tight. Especially when you're going against like a fucking world record. It's like, you know, it matters. Every single second fucking counts. Because look how close I am to this time right now. We've still got to get through this cutscene where Amolim's mad at us.
You did well to drive Robert from here.
Right, once this cutscene's done, as soon as it flashes white, then we can hit
Tell me,
continue.
do you know why it is?
And then I'll have to reset it so we can do memory block 2. Because obviously,
You listened.
yeah. Is this cutscene longer than 2
In
minutes?
Solomon's temple, Altair.
It might be.
All
It
of
might be,
this
to
would
be
have been
honest.
avoided.
I did as I was asked.
No, you did as you pleased. Malik has told me of the
Member
arrogance
goal
of this
is
place,
just
your
my goal for
disregard
members.
for our ways.
If you want to become a member, I think
are you
there's a
doing?
top link in the description or
There
something.
are rules. We are nothing if
It's
we
not for
don't
anything in
abide by
particular.
the
It's just like, let's just have a goal because it's fun.
Three
I don't know.
simple tenets,
It's like a light
which
goal
you
basically,
seem
but
to
just for
forget.
members or a sub goal
I will
but for
remind
members.
you. First and foremost, stay your
He's got to tell us
blade
all of the tenets of
From
the
the pressure of an
Assassin's
innocent.
Creed before we
I
can
know.
move on.
And stay your tongue, unless I give you leave to use it. If you are so familiar with this tenet, then why did you kill the old man inside the temple? He was innocent. He did not need to die.
Why is Amolim so mad here
insolence
when he's a
knows no
prick
bounds.
himself? I guess it's because he's so power
May
hungry.
it humble your heart, child, or I swear I'll tear it from you with my own hands. The second
Oh, this is gonna
that
take
which gives us
fucking
strength.
ages. We've got like
Hide
1
in
minute
plain
to get
sight.
through this bullshit.
Let the people mask you such that you become one with the crowd. Do you remember? Because as I hear it, you chose to expose yourself, drawing attention before you'd struck. The third and final tenet. The worst of all your betrayals. Never compromise the Brotherhood. Its meaning should be obvious. Your actions must never bring harm upon us, direct or indirect.
Oh boys, 40
Yet
seconds.
Your selfish act beneath Jerusalem placed us all in danger. Worse still, you brought the enemy to our home. Every man we've lost today was lost because of you. I'm sorry. Truly I am. But I
Come on, yes, let's go. Let's go.
I am not afraid.
Surely there's not going to be 20 more seconds. Come on, man.
indicate otherwise.
Come
So
on.
you live
Come
with
on.
no
Come on. Stab him.
Peace be upon you, Altair.
Okay, it's here. It's here. It's here. Wait, come on. Come on. There it is. Fuck yeah. We did it 2.7 seconds quicker, boys. Let's fucking go. Good run, though. Right, we'll have to reset for when we go on to Memory Block 2. But I'm pretty confident on Memory Block 2, to be honest. Right, let's just reset. And then we'll edit the splits and we'll change the start time to the start of... well, this one. So modern day one, 3503. So there you go. So it'll start at 3503, and we'll... Oh, actually, no, we don't want to... We want to start at probably like 3455 or something, so I have time to prepare my... So this is like assuming we do everything else correctly. So it'll start at 3455. We'll want to skip down, so we're on modern day, and then when we... Yeah. So I'll click this, and then I'll get ready to start. And then we'll do this. Right, okay, here we go. So we want to go... So it's when it gets to 3503. There it is. Okay, so we're worrying about the current split that we're on, which is Traitor Masyaf. And it's as soon as... I'm trying to think, when is it? It's...
Alive.
As soon as we get our Hidden Blade back, that's when we skip to Damascus.
You saw what I wanted you to see, and then you slept the sleep of the
So we
dead,
want to finish this one by 44:37.
that you might awake and be reborn.
To what end?
Do you remember, Altair,
Which I think is pretty easy,
what
to be
it
honest.
is the assassin fight for?
Peace. In all things.
Yes, in all things.
Altair...
It's not enough to end the violence one man can
I think it's because the stab wasn't real,
refers to peace
I think.
within as well. You cannot have one without the other.
So it is said.
Because he said, because I saw only what I wanted you to see.
But you, my son, have not found inner peace. It manifests in ugly ways. You are arrogant and overconfident.
Were you not the one to say that nothing is true and everything is permitted?
You do not understand the true meaning of the phrase, my child. It does not grant you the freedom to do as you wish. It is a knowledge meant to guide your senses. It expects a wisdom you clearly lack.
Then what is to become of me?
I should kill you for the pain you've brought upon us. Malik thinks it only fair.
Using the apple, I
Your
mean,
life
yeah.
in exchange for his brother's. But this would be a waste of my time and your talents. You'll see you have been stripped of your possessions. Your rank as well.
Because he can't control Altair with the apple.
Once more, as you were on the day you first
But he
joined
can
our
still
order.
create illusions like we see at the end of the
I'm
game.
offering you a chance
Like
at
First
redemption.
Civilization DNA doesn't stop the
You'll
apple
earn
from
your way
having
back into
being
the
able to create
Brotherhood.
illusions in front of you,
assume
but it
you've
does
something
affect
planned.
it. It does stop it from being able to
First, you
control
must
your mind.
prove to me you remember how to be an assassin.
So you'd have me take a life?
No, not yet, at least.
Like you see right at the
Now
end
you're
that
become
he's
a
able to
student once again.
hold Altair
There's
in
no need
place.
for this.
And also he's able to create those copies of himself
I'll
and stuff.
distract your targets far, but no more.
So yeah, it's
From
that
today
he's
on,
not
you
able
will
to
track
control
them
Altair's
yourself.
mind like he does
This
the
is what
other
you wish.
the other assassins.
It is.
Then tell me what it is that I must do.
We have been betrayed.
But
Someone was assisting Robert de Sable. One of our own.
oh, the 4 Pillars Clips channel's gonna
You
be
must
sick. I'm
find
so
him
hyped
and
for
bring
that.
him here for
I
questioning.
really like that we've got already a
What
bunch
can
of
you
clips
tell
on
me
there.
of
We've
the
got a bunch
traitor?
scheduled as well to keep going up, so that's
just it.
cool. If you're not already subscribed to
given you
4
all
Pillars
I
Clips,
need.
go and subscribe. It's gonna be a fun channel full of...
You.
I almost fucked up there. Right, let's go. We're against the clock now, boys. Okay, for some reason you can't sprint until you get out of the fucking gate. I think it's because it's loading. This bit is a fucking bitch because you have such little health that when you jump off this cliff in a minute, it's scary.
Safety and peace, Altair.
You're in my way.
Yes, Al-Mualim has asked that I assist you. Remind you how it is we hunt our prey.
I know
Running
how
instead of
it
Twitch
works.
streaming.
Be
Hey, look,
that
Twitch
as
is
it
a
may,
better platform than I've ever really given it credit
Be
for.
quick.
In terms of at least the tools it offers as streamers and stuff.
Yes.
And I'm sure, like, if I understood any of it, the Twitch culture and Twitch community is pretty cool.
So you'd have me walk amongst the others and
But
learn what
my
I can
audience
about
is on
the
YouTube.
trade.
Yes.
If I
Begin
switched
by
to
going
Twitch,
the
it would
village
just hurt
market.
me.
That's where we
Really?
first spotted the treasure.
But,
You know who it is?
Perhaps.
Then give me a name and let's be done with it.
you know,
That's not the way it works.
it's just how it
Now
is.
go. And remember, begin your search in the village market.
But if, you know, if I were to start from scratch with, no audience, I probably would go for Twitch. Just because the fucking tools it gives you is so far beyond what YouTube gives you. Like, I was looking into everything, and it's actually insane how fucking cool the stuff you can do on Twitch is. And I mean, it's a platform centered around streaming, so it makes a lot of sense. But, like, I so wish YouTube had a lot of those features. This is where I've got to get this jump just right. Oh, that's it. That's what I'm talking about. Yes! That's one jump we're not going to want to fuck up when we do the actual run.
I know what I saw. Musun opened the gate. He let the Templars in.
Then you must tell Al-Mualim.
I can't. Masun did not act alone. Someone inside the fortress helped him.
What makes you say this?
He exchanges letters with someone inside. The basket weaver carries them for him.
That's no reason to stay silent.
Ah, but the weaver delivered him a letter just before the attack. I suspect it held the order to open the gate.
I like that, yeah, in
Let's speak to the
AC2, and I
weaver.
think it's an
You can
intentional
name
thing.
Masun's accomplice.
He's
Like,
disappeared,
Ezio is sort
hiding
of...
for fear of being dragged into
You're
this.
not living in, like,
Probably inside
Templar-controlled
one of his own
cities.
baskets.
Or exploring Templar-controlled cities in AC2. Whereas in AC1 you are. So it makes sense tonal-wise, like, for AC2, why it is different. And I kind of like that Ezio feels at home in these cities. And I like that in Brotherhood, when, like, it does feel a bit more AC1-esque when you're playing Brotherhood, and, you know, you're in the, you know, the heart of Borgia territory. But slowly it shifts from being, you know,
can't
more
right now.
hostile to
I'm
being
busy.
more friendly towards
Is this
Ezio.
about the letter?
What letter?
I've always felt anyway,
The
in
letter
tone
we
and, like,
received
colour
when I
palette
got
too.
here.
Because as you renovate Rome,
Bad news?
the colours
I
change.
don't know what you're talking about.
Only subtly,
Listen,
but
I'll see what I
it's
can
not
do,
like an
but please,
AC1.
I need to be alone right now. Come
You
back
know, in
later.
terms of the, like, the
As you
oppressive
wish.
colouring and stuff. Fuck, how did he do this so quick? I forget, this guy only looks back. Come on. Let's go, let's go.
I see the way you look at me. Hear the things you say. A traitor? I'm not a traitor. It's Al-Mualim who's betrayed us.
Genuinely, how did he do this so quick?
Today's attack was but the first.
This is mad.
More will follow unless you repent. Give up your wicked ways. Rise up against the madman of Masyaf.
We still have 3
See
minutes to
through his
complete this
lies.
section, but, like, still, it's quite a long cutscene that you have to get through.
Is it a fight you want?
There it is.
Enough.
Now
I
it's just
yield.
cutscenes from
I
now on.
yield.
Okay,
Speak quickly then. I've no interest
that's all
in
my
your
input done
games.
for this section.
Why did you betray us? And who do you serve?
We served the
Al-Mualim was a
Templars.
traitor, it's true.
You should too.
He wasn't the traitor,
Their
but he was
cause
a
is
traitor, yeah.
just.
We?
Jamal. He told me of their plans. Asked me to open the gate.
You betrayed us. We, who called you brother and kept you safe from harm.
I did what I believed was right. And if you must kill me for it, so be it. I am not afraid to die.
Your fate is not for me to decide. It's Al-Mualim who will judge.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
You stand accused of betraying our Brotherhood and opening the way for our enemies. How do you answer to these charges?
I deny nothing. I'm proud of what I did. My only regret is that they failed.
I offer you a chance to repent.
There's quite a long cutscene
Renounce the
here.
evil in your heart.
It is not evil in my heart. but truth. I will not repent.
Then you will die. You did well, Altair, and have earned the right to carry a blade once more.
What will become of the...
This is a long fucking cutscene, though.
Remains to be seen. Some do ill out of ignorance or fear. These men can be saved. Others suffer from corrupted wills, their minds poisoned and twisted. These men must be destroyed. Soon enough, we'll know what sort of man Jamal is.
I've passed your test then. What now?
Oh, my child. We've only just begun. I hold here a list. 9 names adorn it. 9 men who need to die. They are plague bringers, war makers.
There's no way I'm going to get this in time. How did he do it so quick? I'm going to have to watch. See if there's some sort of exploit I'm missing.
You will find them. Kill them. In doing so, you'll sow the seeds of peace, both for the region and for yourself. In this way, you might be redeemed.
9 lives in exchange for mine.
A most generous offer, I think.
The exploit is not being shit.
Only
Well,
where I need begin.
actually, this is very
Ride
close.
for Damas. Seek out the black
Hang on.
market merchant named Tamir. Let him be the first to fall.
Nah, we're not going to make it, but it's close,
When you
though.
arrive. I'll dispatch a bird to
It's
inform the
close.
Rafik of your arrival. Speak with him. You'll find he has much to offer.
If you believe it best.
I do. Besides, you cannot begin your mission without his consent.
It's not even
What
that close,
nonsense
man.
is this?
Jesus.
I don't need his permission. It's a waste of time.
It's the price you pay for the mistakes you've made. You answer not only to me, but all the Brotherhood as well now.
Come on.
So be it.
It's in a second. It's
Take your
when,
equipment and
it's when he
go.
puts the hidden blade on.
Prove that you are not yet lost to us.
Yeah, he might have been able to skip some dialogue. I'm not sure. I'll have to check. Okay, it's here. It's there. Alright, alright, we're on the next segment. Let's see if we can get some time back here. Because if we can, then we might be alright. I'm going to try something new here too, because I realised something. And it's that if you, when you're done your investigations, if you exit the Animus and get back in the Animus, you automatically spawn in the Bureau. And it's quicker sometimes than travelling all the way back there manually.
You must be busy. I understand.
Alright, this is the,
You must be busy. I understand.
Alright, this is where we go, boys. We're unleashed into the fucking wild. And we're gonna give this a go. You must be busy. I understand.
When will he stop acting like a fool?
You're able to make that jump a lot better because literally it's just having 1 health bar more allows you to make that jump without it being a big issue. It's just difficult in fucking Memory Blood 1. No, 2. The beginning, earlier. You know what I fucking mean. The traitor bit. Alright, let's get to Damascus as quickly as we possibly can. Gotta go through the kingdom and everything, which is a bit of a bitch, but no, it's gotta be done. I mean, we've done this section so quick. Like, I know it can be done because we've done it so quickly, getting all the way from Masyaf Castle to have to be, like, exiting the Animus after the fucking assassination. We've done it in 17 minutes and 20 seconds. So I know it's doable. It's just about whether we can do it right now. And it might be even quicker because I'm going to try a couple other things that I really should have done before. What the fuck? God damn it, what just happened there? Okay, don't worry, we'll be alright. Yeah, I'm going to try some other things, and we'll see. We'll hope for the best that I can pull this off.
You can use stealth kills to create a distraction by throwing.
Come on. Nope. Gotta go up this viewpoint here. Honestly, it's so crazy how I can do all this so quick. It really is.
Don't do that.
Damn it. No, come on. Oh man, I fucking hate it when dumb shit gets in my way and starts from fucking climbing. Come on, let's go. Honestly, but this is fucking stressful. I want to be able to do it. I don't want to fuck this up. Okay. Fucking go. Oh my god, I hate getting stuck. Let's go. Right. Fast as we fucking can. Through to Damascus. Actually doing this, like, when we're actually officially doing this, I am gonna have to, like, be concentrating so fucking hard. To make sure I don't screw anything up. It's weird how when I was testing it, when I was like practicing the other day, it felt so quick. Like I felt like I was doing it really fast, and now it feels like I'm not. It's like, oh fucking god. I mean, that first time Solomon's Temple we did quicker by 2.7 seconds, but then the traitor section we did quite a bit longer. It took us quite a bit longer to do. Which is really odd that it did. Like 45 seconds. That's mad. That's actually behind by quite a bit. It's almost a whole minute that I've got to get back now. It doesn't leave me with a lot of room for error. No, you fucking prick! Oh, no, come on. How do you avoid that shit? So irritating. You've got to aim for, like, the gaps where it's bigger, but there didn't seem to be one there. Fuck, man. This is not a good run. God damn it. Although, to be fair, on the run where I did 17 minutes and 20 seconds, I did it a lot. I did a lot of fuck-ups, to be fair, so we might be alright. Alright. Just keep going. God, it takes forever to get to Damascus. Christ. There we go, Damascus. How long do we have now? So 51, we're gonna do it. We're like 10 minutes. Well, a bit more than that, but... Alright. Let's try this exploit, though, to try and get this guy to, not speak.
Whoa.
Oh, come on. High more combat. Boom.
ردوها علي.
Okay. Okay, that's not really what I meant to do, but that'll work nonetheless. There you go. Perfect exploit, boys. Now, what we could do is go in, like, over the gate, like, just through the gate, fucking guns blazing, and it does save some time, but then it just means that I've got to break the line of sight really efficiently, and honestly, I don't want to try. It's just adds more complications to what's already, you know, quite difficult, so... I would prefer to take this time and have it be secure, which I think I can afford to, so...
Do you understand?
Yes. Deliver the letter to your merchant friend.
And you know who to see?
The same man as always.
Yeah, I realised what you're talking about. I was trying to figure out what you were talking about, and then I realised, I'm like, ah, he doesn't write Unity. I see.
And many arms, yes.
Good job, guys.
Those who say too much.
Keep on talking about
I know
Unity.
this well. You have my word.
Good.
Unity is actually a very good game after the patches, but it'd be better if there was no fall damage in the game, and also lots of Viking raids would be better game. Unity was not bad because of the glitches, Unity was bad because there were no Vikings in the game. Honestly, that is kind of what makes the games do best thing that they can be. Go, 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 go!
I have everything you'll ever need. For today only, I've decided to reduce prices on everything.
No, 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 no! Fuck! No! 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 Shit. Why did I need to be that far away?
Tell him then, it's in his best interest to keep the souk secure.
He won't meet with me.
This has been such a dodgy run.
This new deal of his.
And the guards?
Tried already. They won't lift a finger unless the order comes from him.
Then what will you do?
I'll go to Abu Nukud.
Or just staying on raids, because
He won't see you.
raiding is like, you know, taking a
I've
fat
written him
shit.
a letter that explains the problem.
I know I alerted them, I know. I just, it was... It seemed easier to do yesterday. I did it flawlessly. I don't know why it was so difficult right now. Okay, come on, just check behind you, mate. Check behind you. See if this works. Oh, that might not work, actually. I just realized because I'm replaying a memory. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Does it work? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, it won't, will it? Because I'm replaying a memory. Oh, no. We're going to start again. Ah, shit. Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. I want to cry. I actually want to fucking cry. Okay, we've got to go back. Oh, mad. Oh, mad. We can give that another shot though.
Remember to reach out for ledges should you fall while climbing.
Oh yeah.
I am alive. But I saw you stab me. Felt death's embrace.
You saw what I wanted you to see.
It was a pretty dodgy run anyway, so I'm happy to give another go to the traitor section as well.
That you might awake and be reborn.
To what end?
Do you remember, Altair, what it is the assassin fight for?
Peace. In all things.
Yes, in all things. It is not enough to end the violence one man commits upon another. It refers to peace within as well.
The rules are just to not hack the game. That's really it.
So it is.
Just complete, you know, finish the game as quick as you can. You can use exploits because there's not many of them.
Overconfident.
Were you not the one to say that nothing is true and everything is permitted?
You do not understand the true meaning of the phrase, my child. It does not grant you the freedom to do as you wish. It is a knowledge meant to guide your senses. It expects a wisdom you clearly lack.
Then what is to become of me?
I should kill you for...
Yeah, if I keep hitting him against the fence, he won't hit me back. I know, I did that once, but I can't seem to replicate it. I think I need to do it from a better angle.
But this would be a waste of my time and your talents. You will see you have been stripped of your possessions, your rank as well.
It's just main story, you don't have to do any side stuff. Because we're doing any percent, so you don't have to do anything but finish the main game.
I am offering you a chance at redemption.
If we were to do 100%, you'd obviously have to do everything. There's some good runs for that as well, like some really good times for 100%ing at AC1, which is kind of mad. That would be difficult. I don't think I'd be able to do that. Because it's like flags and shit. Ugh.
So you'd have me take a life?
No.
And it's all of the fucking Crusaders and stuff. Ugh, it'd be horrible. It'd be depressing, it wouldn't even be fun. Yeah, throw them on the ground, yeah. I've been doing that.
From today on, you will track them yourself.
The best way to do it.
If this is what you wish.
It is.
Then tell me what it is.
You can also, for Amualim,
betrayed. Someone was assisting Robert de Sable.
That final fight, you can actually counter him with a hidden blade and kill him instantly. But it's way too difficult, and if you fuck it up, then you've got to do the whole fight, and I don't want to risk that. My exploit for Amualim has always been running around in circles. Oh, I wasted some time there, but we're okay.
Safety and peace, Altair.
You're in my way.
Yes, Al-Mualim has asked that I assist you. Remind you how it is we hunt our prey.
I know how it works.
Be that as it may, I have no desire to disobey.
Then be quick.
The Assassin have many tools at their disposal.
Yes. We can eavesdrop, we can pickpocket, or we can use violence to intimidate.
Good, you remember.
So you'd have me walk amongst the others and learn what I can about the traitor?
Yes.
I don't.
By going to the village market.
I just don't really care about what's better than something else. I love this game, and I love AC2. I don't care which one's better. It doesn't even matter to me.
And remember,
I'm over ranking things. It's odd. It used to be kind of fun, but I just feel like it's just so pointless. I hate ranking shit. Like, people are always like, oh, which one's better? It's like, who fucking cares? I just don't care which one's better. I love them both. I don't need to say which one's better. It doesn't fucking matter if they're both good. You know what I mean? Nearly fucked it. But we're okay.
I know what I saw. Musoon opened the gate. He let the Templars in.
Then you must tell Al-Mualim.
I can't.
The first 4 AC games to me are all fucking brilliant games, and I love them all. They're just great.
Makes you say this?
Great games. I'd give them all a 10 out of 10 to be honest. For different reasons. It's just because I'm incredibly biased, and that's just how it is.
But the Weaver delivered him a letter just before the attack. I suspect it held the order.
Well, like, everyone's biased. You can't be unbiased about an opinion. That's the weirdest comment. The weirdest comment that I get on videos is like, this would be different if it was unbiased. Like, yeah, it probably fucking would, but that doesn't make sense. Why would I make an unbiased video? What's the fucking point? It's so stupid. And how it's not even possible. Like, it's not possible to give an unbiased opinion. That doesn't even make sense. An opinion is just biased. You can't avoid it. It's an impossibility. So dumb. Do this video lasers, but do it again without your bias.
Please,
so just don't give an opinion at all then, is what you're saying.
No place to store our grain.
I can't right now. I'm busy.
Is this about the letter?
What letter?
The letter you received when I got here.
Like, if you're giving an unbiased review, you don't actually review it, you just tell people what's in it. Like, an unbiased review of this game would be, it has pickpockets, it has stealth, it has assassinations. Like, that's an unbiased review. To say that those are good or bad would be biased. Because it'd be based on your own tastes, your own opinions. It's always, you can't give an unbiased opinion. It's not fucking possible. I don't know why I've gone off on this fucking tangent, but it's true. And it's weird that people ask for it. What they really want is just say what I think, please.
A better place where all might live as equals. But men like Al-Mualim would see this dream destroyed. Today's attack was but the first.
Main protagonist also, yeah, and it's made by Ubisoft. Those are unbiased. That's an unbiased review of AC1.
See through his lies. That was unwise.
No, I tried to do it. I couldn't do it. It's so difficult to get him right up again. No! This is so slow. Ugh. It's so difficult to get him up against that fucking barrier.
I've no interest in your games. Why did you betray us? And who do you serve?
We serve the Templars. You should too. Their cause is...
I think this is a worse run than the first time, actually.
Jamal. He told me of their plans. Asked me to open the gate.
You betrayed us. We, who called you brother and kept you safe from harm.
I don't think there's anything you can say in a review that's objective.
And if you must kill me for
really, because I can say, you know, you could look at a gameplay system and say that, you know, these bugs are objectively bad, but someone else could say, well, no, because actually I really like the bugs. The only thing I actually enjoyed about the game was the bugs, so to me they're a positive, and that makes it subjective, so that you can't objectively say anything is good or bad.
How do you answer to these charges?
I deny nothing. I'm proud of what I did. My only regret is that they failed.
I offer you a chance to repent.
It's entirely impossible
Renounce the evil in your
to
heart.
objectively review anything.
It's not evil in my heart, but true.
Objective would just be to say this game is a game. You could say this game has bugs in it. This game has glitches. But to say, therefore, this is a negative, it makes it subjective immediately. Because to other people, genuinely to other people, that could be positive.
What will become of the one who helped him?
So you could objectively say that this game has glitches. This is a glitchy game. But to then say, therefore, bad, would make it a subjective statement, wouldn't it? So,
Soon enough, we'll know what
you
sort
know?
of man Jamal is.
I've passed your test then. What now?
but it's odd as well that people want me to be like,
We've only just begun.
I guess. When people say I'm biased, they don't actually mean completely unbiased. What they mean is, don't speak from your personal history with a thing. But like, that's not really the point of my videos anyway. So like, because people will be like, well, you played AC1 when it came out, so you're biased. And it's like, yep, I am, and that's exactly the point. And I'm unapologetically biased. I unapologetically am nostalgic for things. It influences everything that I do. And I'm not trying to be an IGN. I'm not trying to be a, you know, GameSpot and make these reviews and tell you why you should or shouldn't buy a game. I just make opinion pieces. That's literally the point of my videos, and it's so odd that people don't want me to, they're like, don't do that though. I want you to be objective about it. It's like, no. Like, take off the rose-tinted glasses, don't use your nostalgia. Like, no, that's fun. Part of the fun is, I have so much nostalgia for this old game that means a lot to me. It's part of the fun, it's why I have so much passion for a lot of games. You take that out of it, it becomes fucking hollow. I don't know why anyone would even want that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you believe it best.
I do. Besides, you cannot begin your mission without his consent.
We've still done this slower. This guy must have done something, because I've done this so quick.
The price you pay for the mistakes you've made. You answer not only to
I don't think there's much room as well for unbiased reviews on this site anymore.
Take your equipment and go.
I feel like YouTube just doesn't have room for it. Like, what are you gonna do? Be another? You're gonna compete with a fucking, like, you know, huge corporate entity like IGN? That would be insane to me. Like, why would you even try and do that? That was a quicker run, but not by much. Only 4 seconds. It's like, it's odd. Like, why would we not just? Like, why not just do your own thing? Be biased. Be fucking biased. It's good.
Altair, it seems my
I love bias. It's what makes people's opinions so interesting. When I watch like a review of a game that came out 15 years ago, I don't want to see someone just state the obvious and be like, well, by today's standards, here's this and here's that. This thing is dated because clunky. No, I want to see someone be like, when this came out, I was fucking in love with this game. It meant so much to me. It was my fucking childhood. That's what I want to see. It's interesting content to me.
I understand.
And that's the kind of like, I just want to make the kind of content I would want to watch. And I think most people get that. It's just odd when you get those odd comments where people are just telling you to do the opposite. It's like, no, I'm all set. What the fuck? Even when like I produce news content, which is an unbiased like medium, I guess. I wasn't unbiased about it. Like, I was like, yeah, I'll give the news, but then here's how I feel about the news. And people didn't like that, and I get why you wouldn't like that, because you watch a news video, and you watch a news video to get the news, not to hear someone's opinion on the news. So if someone didn't know me, I get it. But it's not what I'm about, Is this way quicker, or is it quicker to go out the route I normally go out of Masyaf? It might be quicker to go the other way. I don't know. I don't know, man. Might have to try both and just time how long it takes at some point, just to see. This is where we now don't want to fuck up the horse segment. So that we can, you know, do some bits and bobs. Yeah, like, if you want unbiased opinions on a game, or unbiased, like, thought or a review, just go watch read a fucking article. Like, people don't understand a lot of the time. It's so crazy to me, and, like you'll find, like, so, on one of my most viewed videos, which is the ranking of the AC games, obviously a biased topic. You can't possibly rank something unbiased. It doesn't make sense. But people will be like, oh, you should, this is all just because of nostalgia. Unity have way better parkour, you just can't see it. And I'm like, you understand what you're saying is also biased to your fucking experiences. But they're like, no, I'm biased objective. I look at this without the nostalgia. I'm like, but you have nostalgia for Unity. That game obviously was it's nostalgic to you because you loved it when it came out. Like, are you fucking insane? What's wrong with these people? Mental. But yeah, I wonder if I'll do another AC ranking video. I wonder if I will. Just to cash in on it, because fuck me, that video got so many views. It's like my 3rd most viewed video of all time. It's insane how many views. Or my 2nd most viewed video of all time. That AC ranking video from 2019, and obviously it took 2 years to get there, but like, fucking wow. Like, 1.1 million views for doing nothing. Like, you know, when you work in this industry, sometimes you gotta make compromises. And I gotta make fucking AC rankings so that I can make, you know, Fable retrospectives. You know what I mean? Although, to be fair, Fable retrospective did bits, so. You gotta put food on the table, lads, you know what I mean? But, you know, I might do another one at some point. I don't know if I will, to be honest. Because, honestly, it just fucking drains me making that bullshit. But I do need to put out a video in February. Like, I do need to make something for February. Because I've signed a thing with Skillshare to do, like, 12 sponsorships over the course of this year. So I need at least 1 video a month. And, like, I have no idea what I'm going to put out in February. So, genuinely, fuck it. I might just do an AC ranking. Because I'll get the sponsorship out, and that's cool. But also, it'll get a shit ton of views. And I can add in Valhalla. Yeah, I might do that. And it probably will change around a little bit. Like, I'll actually put some thought into it. I won't just do the same thing and put Valhalla in. I'll change it around a bit. Because I do think my opinions changed. And, you know, I made that ranking before the Odyssey DLC came out. Like, Legacy of the First Blade, a couple episodes to come out, I think, but I made it before Fate of Atlantis and before Odyssey broke me and all of that shit, so, I might make another one and see, yeah, where I put everything, because Odyssey definitely goes at the bottom. Oh, we can go this way. Wow, there you go. Yeah, we can put Odyssey definitely at the bottom, right at the fucking bottom, and I do think AC3 needs to be raised up. I think that, yeah, I don't know. I think that I need to let go of my hatred for it, to be honest. I don't mean that. I still fucking hate it. I just mean that I think that... And honestly, I think it's like AC fans have made me like AC3 more because nobody talks about it anymore. And they all talk about how underrated Rogue is and how Unity is really good after the patches. I'm just like, fuck off. You know what? AC3 is going higher. Fuck Unity and fuck Rogue. They're shit. Stop saying they're not shit. They're shit. Get them fucking out of here. Syndicate, get that fucking down there. Bad game. Fucking hell. Unity, Rogue, and Syndicate, the most fucking overrated AC games to ever be released. Fucking terrible. Fucking garbage. Put them in the bin. AC3 can go above them, to be honest. Or will they? I'm not going to ruin it. I might not even make this video. I don't know. If I can think of a better video to make for February, then I'll do it. If I can't, by February the 17th, then that's what you're getting. Which, you know, you probably won't complain to me. You should probably all fucking love that shit. James, you loved Unity in like 2018. No, I didn't. No, I fucking didn't. Go back. I've never liked Unity, ever. Never fucking ever. Everyone always says that. The one that, like, literally the one game that I've never ever fucking flip-flopped on, at least in recent memory, like I've never flip-flopped on like a fucking Revelations or an AC3 or a Black Flag, other than like before it came out. But Unity never fucking flip-flopped on Unity. I hated it when it came out, and I hate it now. Don't get me wrong, I think like there's stuff to enjoy. Oh my god, no! 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 Oh, why can't I do this, man? What the fuck am I doing? Holy fuck. I'm absolutely messing this up. It's because I forgot to switch to the hidden blade when I did that fucking... when I jumped off my horse. I'm sorry I got that right. Oh my god. That scared me then. I thought I fucked it up. I think the only time you could probably say that I liked Unity, like quote unquote, is the time I re-reviewed Syndicate and Unity together. And it wasn't that I liked, or no, I re-reviewed Syndicate and, no, yeah, no, I think I still said that Unity was bad, didn't I?
Do you understand?
Yes.
I don't know,
I had
man.
to deliver the letter to your merchant friend.
And you know who to see?
The same man as always.
Do not think to betray
As always.
our presence in this city. We have many eyes, many ears.
And many arms, yes. Good for silencing those who say too much. I know this well. You have my word.
Good. Then be quick about it.
I like Valhalla more than Origins. I just think it's a much more fun game to play. But then there's things like, do I prefer Bayek or Eivor? Like, Bayek. Fucking easily. I much prefer it. Structuring of Origins, I much prefer that too. It's just difficult. There's things I prefer about Origins, but overall I think as a game I prefer Valhalla. Just because all of the content in it I think is just much more engaging to me. I think Origins is a lot more familiar as an Assassin's Creed out of the RPG games.
Something needs to be done.
Whereas Valhalla's a bit more different. But, you know.
Tell him then, it's in his best interest to keep the souk secure.
He won't meet with me. Too busy with this.
But don't get me wrong, Valhalla is flawed as fuck, and it's not ideal, and
they won't lift a finger unless the others.
You know,
then what will you do?
It's one of the games that I love, but I also don't love. It's so difficult to explain.
He won't see you.
He doesn't have to. I've written
I
him
love
a
it and I
letter that
hate it.
Explains the problem. He can read it and decide for himself.
Because I could complain all day about Valhalla, but I could also like fucking gush about it all day as well. So.
Your search has come to an end. I'm your man. You are wise, which is why you listen here, citizens.
Okay, let's just quick get to the bureau as quickly as we possibly can. I think genuinely I'm enjoying it more on my second playthrough, and it is weird, and it took me a while to get into it. I think again on my second playthrough. Like, don't get me wrong, look, I enjoyed it a lot on my first playthrough too. I thought it was a great game on my first playthrough, but usually I'll replay a game and it gets worse the more that I play it with something, especially like a Valhalla, I think. But I fucked that, Jesus.
But
I'm enjoying it more on my second playthrough, I think.
You as well,
which is kind of mental.
I'm sorry for your troubles. Think nothing of it. A few of your brothers were here earlier, in fact.
Especially because I've given myself time to just explore. I think that's really nice.
Right. Yes, you've never been one for the creed, have you? Is that all? I
think I saw something on Twitter, and I think it was something that JV said. He was replying to Ethan, and he said, you can act like an assassin in Valhalla as much as you want, and it enables that gameplay, and that's great. But what it doesn't do is deliver an assassin fantasy, because at the end of the day, you're still a Viking, and it's still a Viking fantasy. So although you can act like an assassin, you're not supposed to, basically. And I think that's what bothers me so much about it. Like,
And have you devised a way to
you can act like an assassin, you just can't be one. And it's where something like, you know, much as I don't like it, a Unity excels in that assassin fantasy. You are an assassin, you're a recruit in the ranks, you work your way up, and by the end Arno's a master. How he gets there's a bit wobbly. Can't say the story of that is entirely engaging, but, you know.
Let Al-Mualim's will be done. You may rest here until you are ready.
I'd just love to see them go back to being Assassin's Creed. I really would love it. Like, this would be literally the perfect time for a franchise reset. And I don't mean in terms of canon or anything. Like, a lot of people say, like, do you think they should reboot it? Like, fuck no, definitely not. I don't want it fucking rebooted. I don't want... Oh, no. I don't want this to be a different universe from the one that I grew up with. I don't want it to not have Altair and Ezio be part of that world. Like, no, definitely not. Don't reboot it. But reset it in the sense that you continue in the same canon and everything. Like, yeah, for sure, I don't mind. But go back to basics. Look at what makes Assassin's Creed, and then fucking do it. And you could advertise the fuck out of that. Like, imagine what you could do with that. And I think it would gain a shit ton of support. I genuinely do. I think it would be a bloody brilliant idea for them to do.
Numbers change nothing. Your men have failed to fill the order, which means I have failed my client.
We need more time.
This is the excuse of a lazy or incompetent man. Which are you?
Yeah, do it like Origins, but reverse. Yeah, exactly.
Now, tell me. What
like, and go all in as well. Like, don't take your foot off the fucking accelerator. Just from the very beginning, what are we, hidden blades, hoods, hiding in the shadows, fucking stealth, parkour, complex fucking parkour. Go all in with that shit, and people won't feel unconfident or... unconfident's not a word. What's the word for being... Or is it? You know what I mean. People will feel confident in your brand if you feel confident in it, I think. And that's the issue. When you look at Valhalla, does it appeal to Odyssey fans? Not really. And does it appeal to Assassin's Creed fans? Not really. And that's the issue, is they're trying to please everyone, and by doing so, pleasing no one. And I think you can very easily make those Odyssey-type games if you really want to make your money. I think it's very possible for you to do that.
Then you should have kept your mouth shut.
But if you go all in with a Assassin's Creed game, and you go like, this is, you know, an Assassin's Creed game, I genuinely think people that dismissed Ubisoft for years will probably think, wow, this is something actually really cool. I don't think they'll do it. It'd be cool.
No. Leave the body.
But it's interesting because I have found over the past few months
Think twice before you tell me something cannot be
it actually looks like there's a lot more old school AC fans than you think. And that made me feel, you know, kind of good. Because I didn't expect it. I expected it to be a lot more in favor of the newer AC fans. But everywhere I look, I find it more and more difficult to find them.
Seems you're the one now, my friend. You'll not profit from suffering any longer.
You know.
You think me some petty death dealer, suckling at the breast of war?
Look, they won't continue with Immortals as their, like, flagship RPG franchise, because the fact of the matter is, it's not the gameplay that sells, it's the fucking name. And if it's not called Assassin's Creed, they don't want it. If you look at, like, you know, who played Immortals? Barely anybody.
but he thinks I act
And
alone.
you look at like these polls. I saw an official Ubisoft poll that when I voted on it, it had 33,000 votes, and it was like, what game did you like the most this year? Assassin's Creed Valhalla was winning by like 95%, and it was insane. The next one up that was even significantly anywhere was Watch Dogs Legion.
It will destroy you.
And despite Immortals playing like Odyssey does, Odyssey fans don't want to play it. Because despite it being a carbon fucking copy of that shit game, it's not Assassin's Creed. It doesn't say Assassin's Creed on the fucking box. And that's what a lot of people care about. And I think that Ubisoft, I don't even know if Ubisoft understand it, but you don't need to make the games play like Odyssey for Odyssey fans to buy it. You just got to call it Assassin's Creed. Like, you got to understand that these people that bought Odyssey don't give a shit if it plays like Odyssey or plays like Unity. They'll fucking buy it.
Word has reached me of your victory.
Man, we're still not going to make it in time. This guy did this so quick. My fucking god, man. I did everything so quick then. I'm still coming up short. We're going to need a lot more practice, boys. I thought this would be easier. We're going to need a lot more practice.
As you wish, Altair. You should bring news of your victory to Al-Mualim. I'm certain he has more work for you to do.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Woo! Oh, thanks for the donation, by the way. We got one on Streamlabs there. Wow, that was not good. Shit. We still came up short by 23 seconds. Yeah, it probably is because of that start. 23 seconds is all it takes. We have to try harder. We've got to try harder, boys. Odyssey fans do hate modern day, but that's fair to them because it sucks now. So, even though there was some good shit in Valhalla, you know, it's still built on a foundation of garbage at the end of the day. And it's like garbage that has been piling up since 2012. So the only way a modern day works is if you have someone viewing, like someone looking at your overarching narrative. That's the only way it's ever going to work. It doesn't work if you don't do that. So if you're not going to commit to doing that, just take it out, because you're never going to make it satisfying while you're just doing it like game to game and then there's no connection. The only thing that made modern day satisfying was the connection and the through line through all the games. Yeah, I do need to just keep working on my times. I'm doing good. I'm doing well. Especially going up against the world record. So I think be alright. We'll be alright. We just got to keep pushing it. And the thing is as well, if I do the tutorial a bit quicker, Solomon's Temple a bit quicker, I should be able to keep my times going relatively well. So, you know. It is the best one day since Brotherhood, but that's not saying a fucking lot when the rest of them suck dick. It's not really saying much. It's the best modern day because the rest are so fucking bad. So, you know, it's tough to get there. It's tough to say anything more than that, I think. Like, Valhalla's modern day is only the best since Brotherhood because everything since Brotherhood has been pretty fucking shit. Revelations is good, don't get me wrong. But, like, it's not that good, is it? Like, it's only as good as a Valhalla. Like, it seemed to lack direction and whatever. Like, the actual modern day is pretty much non-existent. It's just audio logs. it also lacks the correct tone, and I get it. Like, maybe I'd be more forgiving if AC3 was good, but it's the fact that Revelations, it's all just audio logs, and it's so depressing. And Modern Day is supposed to be a bit more upbeat, I think, and it's like, you know, there's some good shit in Revelations, but overall I feel like it lacks a lot of focus. I feel like that is because it's an in the middle game. I don't think it was really, it's like, well, we've got to have Modern Day, so what do we do? And it's like, well, it's kind of just filler between Brotherhood and AC3, because it was meant to be a DS game that really was just an Ezio Altair game, but then it was like, well, now it's a main game, so what happens with Desmond? What do we do with Desmond? So they had to put something in, and so it really is just a bunch of audio logs that, although are great pieces of dialogue, and they do bridge the gap between Brotherhood and 3, I still just don't think it's, like, you know, Valhalla's better to me, to be honest. I just think there's better moments, and I think that's the thing as well. Like, Revelations adds on to and builds to nothing at the end of the day, because really it is just like, it's cool little dialogue pieces that, yeah, add a bit of backstory here and there, and they're cool. They're really cool, but there's no payoff for Revelations Modern Day. It builds up to nothing, and like the stuff that's even built up to in Revelations don't pay off in 3. Like, what happened with 16? What did he do to Desmond? What was that glow on Desmond's arm? What's that all about? They never fucking explain it. So it's like, well, all of it's kind of pointless then, because it never goes anywhere. Whereas with Valhalla, it actually pays off a lot of stuff. Like, you get actual payoff from, like, Brotherhood's Modern Day setups and stuff like The Truth. You get payoff from that, and I like that. You even get payoff from fucking Odyssey and Origins, which is kind of insane. Like the Isu temples and the staff and Cassandra and Alethea and all of that stuff. So I like that. I like that it pays stuff off. I think Revelations Modern Day just aged poorly because none of it got paid off in the end. That's really my issue with it. But then everything else is so fucking good, which is why Revelations is great. Yeah, maybe I'll do. Yeah, maybe I just won't read chat. I won't say anything. I'll just focus when I do this next speedrun of this segment. I'm actually gonna change this to just to memory block 2, I think, for now, because I'm trying to get this one exactly right. So let's just change it to memory block 2. I might go to the bathroom real quick too. Just take a quick break. Without spoilers, is King Alfred nuanced? Oh, definitely, yeah. King Alfred's great in Valhalla. He's really great. He's not in it that much, though. He's really not in it that much, but I do like Alfred, his portrayal. I like his affiliations and the way that they handle that, because it's not just black and white at all. And I actually really love it. But I wish he was in the game more. I really do. And that might just be a symptom of the fact the game's so long it feels like he's not in it much. But he's not in it much. But that means he has a lot more presence when he is, so yeah, I don't know. I would have liked if he built up a bit more of a relationship with Eivor, because I feel like they don't really have any sort of relationship outside of meeting a few times. But beyond that, I don't really have a lot of criticism for Alfred's handling. I think he's done quite well. Yeah, I don't really trust Ubisoft to handle a like time travel continuously anyway. I like and yeah, like what Alan said with regards to AC3. A lot of people do say that, you know, Modern Day and AC3 was the best, but like really, like what was great about Modern Day was this entire like juxtaposition from the Ancestor story to the Modern Day. Like, it was like a different plan, a different game. I love that, specifically about like an AC1, where it looks so different. You've got different filters over the screen, the camera's at a different angle, you can't run, the things you interact, like, it's so different. It's a puzzle game. It's it's a narrative puzzle game. You're just walking around, like, there's dialogue and all of that stuff. Like, you're figuring out, like, oh, what can I interact with, and like, what can I do here? Like, it's completely different to the in-animus gameplay, and I love that. It's like two different games running parallel that have like this cohesion between each other that I think made the modern day so satisfying. And then when you play AC3, it's like, I get why people like it. It's Desmond fucking assassinating Templars in the modern day. I get it. And you always had to have a bit of that. You always did. I'm not mad at the inclusion of that. I'm mad that it's the focus. Because you lose really that juxtaposition between the modern day and the ancestor story, because you're doing exactly what Connor does. It's just reskinned to look like modern, and you lose mystery and intrigue. You lose those core character moments where, like that, like I always use it, but the moment where you're underneath the Villa Auditore with Lucy, and there's just this great banter between Lucy and Desmond, and they're building character together, and like you got the bleeding effect coming through, and like, oh, it's so beautifully done. It's so great. But in AC3, it's like there's so much less of that, and it's just the same stuff you do in the Animus, but out of the Animus. And there's nothing wrong with having those action sequences. Like, look at the end of AC2. You're doing what Ezio does, but you're doing it as Desmond. But it's so cool because it's not the focus. It's this thing that's happened so sparingly. The rest of the modern day is all this mystery, intrigue, character dialogue and stuff. And then you get, when Desmond does fight, you're like, oh, wow, that's really cool. But it's not the focus. But you do it so much in the modern day of AC3 that it becomes meaningless. Like, it's just, that's all you do. Like, imagine how cool it would be is if you keep the Abstergo bit, because I think that's really cool, and it's a payoff because you have a moment of combat that leads up to getting the Apple of Eden and using the Apple of Eden. I think that's really cool, especially like having it be when like Desmond's journey up to this point, he goes back into Abstergo, he assassinates Warren Vidic. Like, it's brilliant. I still absolutely adore that section of the game. But imagine that you take Brazil, and it's not in some random fucking wrestling match, and you take New York, and it's not climbing a fucking skyscraper, and instead you say, well, why doesn't Desmond go to an ancient Mayan ruin? Why doesn't Desmond go to, William went to Cairo. Why doesn't Desmond go to fucking Cairo and go to some Egyptian ruins? Why aren't we going through and like having these, over the radio, you're talking to Sean and Rebecca and there's banter, and as you go through, these ruins, Sean can fill in Desmond on the history of it and stuff. Like, oh, well, it was used for this thing was used for that thing. And then you have like puzzles that you have to solve in there. Like, it's all based on these puzzles, and it combines the use of like Egyptian or the Mayan tombs or wherever you might be in the world with potential Isu things, and you slowly go through and then you find something else, and then you get lore in there as well. So like, on top of having a puzzles, problem solving, parkour sections, and the dialogue and character building, you also get Isu lore, like finding out little bits about, so what was this temple used for? Maybe it was a barracks, maybe it was a maybe it was just a, maybe it was a power station, maybe, what was it? And so you have these, elements of that in there, and it changes up the gameplay. And so, I think puzzles is a huge part of it. I think that's a huge part of what would make modern day take it to that next level. When you have Desmond going out, he's not going out to just do epic fights against guards or epic assassinations or just to do sort of general navigation through boring environments. It's something different. Like I liked in Brotherhood, where you're going through these Isu tombs or you're going through these ruins of ancient places, and they're essentially assassin tomb missions. I think that's what was quite engaging about like a Brotherhood, where right at the very end, like you're just playing assassin tombs from like the the main parts of the Ezio games, but take that and put that make that the focus, and make it interesting, make it intriguing. So you're going to these ancient places, and it's intriguing because you're finding out more about like, well, what was this and what was that for, and like all of those parts, and that's how you get the power sources and you bring them back to the Grand Temple. I think that's interesting, whereas what you actually have is just Desmond going to fucking a wrestling match in Brazil, fighting a bunch of guys, and then running away, and Daniel Cross being there, and you just punch him or something. It's like, what the fuck? And yeah, we don't know where Desmond's handle is. They never said anything about that, ever. They never did anything with it. I don't know if Darby's ever said why he did that, but it never goes anywhere, so... And that's the thing, like when you're in a combat environment or you're in like a tent, like a, I don't know, intense environment, whatever you want to call it, in Assassin's Creed 3, the dialogue that you have with the characters is all about the situation you're in. It's like, avoid these guards because you might, do this. And it's all information to the player. It's all stuff that you've got to absorb to be able to get through this set piece of like, whether it's combat or stealth or whatever. And it gives no room for levity in character moments. And that's what you would get from areas that have no enemies. And it's literally just Desmond going about doing, parkour puzzles, doing actual puzzles, problem solving, and learning about lore and history. Would be all of the dialogue that you'd have over the radio would be character building. It'd be genuinely interesting. It wouldn't just be information for the player to play the game better. AC3 misses the mark in a lot of ways. The one thing I wouldn't change is the Abstergo section, like I said. So I still love that, and I think it has its place, and I think it's good, but it would have a lot more impact were every other mission not also a random combat scenario or fighting bit or stealth or, action oriented. Have it take a different approach. And I think that's what Valhalla does nicely is I like that when you're in the Isu temple in Valhalla as Layla, all of the dialogue that comes to you is Layla talking about what she can see, Sean giving information, Rebecca giving information, Sean talking about like what this place was used for, like, oh well, they like how the Isu gained power from the tectonic plates and stuff, and like that's interesting and cool. I like that. So that's what I think Valhalla does well. Yeah, and I do. Yeah, I like in AC3. Like Desmond was so depressing, and like the tone they went for was completely wrong. And I think that it's odd because like I get it. Like in a realistic scenario, like Lucy's just died. He's just come out of a coma. His fucking dad's around, and that's fucking depressing when your dad's just about with all your mates. But it's like they should have all just been having fun. Like they should have bounced back because the modern day was always like something bad happens, but they bounce right on back. They joke about fucking 16 committing suicide. Like, it's way more Uncharted. Like, the tone it's so different from in the Animus to out the Animus. Like, Ezio's story was serious. Like, when his family died, it was serious. That, like, the trauma and the pain that he went through followed him for his whole life. But with Desmond, Sean, Lucy, Rebecca, it's totally different. Like, they're just fucking having fun. And I love that about it. But AC3 went for, no, everything's serious, everything's dark. And it's like, that's not really right, is it? And you see in those audio logs that we've got in Valhalla, it changes the perception entirely because like they're just having a good time. Like there's some good bits of dialogue, some serious bits of dialogue, but it's nice that they were just having a bit of banter in there as well. And that's nice, isn't it? I think we need to give this another go, but without paying attention to the chat. So I'm gonna go have a quick bathroom break, and then I also grab a drink because I'm thirsty. And then I think I'll come back and I'll just focus and see if we can beat this time. Because I fucking want to, otherwise I'm going to lose my mind. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes, boys. Take a break yourself if you want. And I'll return in just a little bit. Okay, right. There's a few little time savers I can do here, right? I'm gonna give this another go. I just watched some footage. I am gonna try a slightly different method, I think. We can get into the gate a little bit quicker, and also, I've noticed, you can actually pickpocket before they check the second time. There's a small window between their first checking and their second checking around them, where you actually can pickpocket them successfully. So we can give it a go. That's gonna be a bit of a bitch. I tell you what I'll do though is I'll check as well the trait a bit too. So I want to see exactly how he handles that, because that's a bit that's fucking me up, is trying to do this traitor segment. So you gotta go forwards to them on day. I'm just gonna check this, just see exactly how he handles it, because if there's some sort of exploit I'm missing, then I'm immediately at a disadvantage. Or if it's just that I'm just being too slow, then fair enough, I'll just have to improve my time. But like it is, we tend to be about 30 seconds out, and I'm just not sure why. Okay, so the same route that I take, that's, yeah, pretty standard. But what makes it so much quicker? That's my fucking question. It might just be me taking ages to interrogate the guy. That might just be adding on the seconds, you know? He's fucking up so much, though. I was watching his playthrough, right, of, like, the Tamir bit, and he fucks up so much, whereas I'm super efficient. I don't know how I'm falling behind so much. Okay, so the same way, just doing the, everything here is done, like, completely legit. I don't get it. I actually don't get it. Maybe it's with the interrogation. I'm just watching this bit now. So he jumps over and then drops off. And no, this is exactly the same. Just completely legit way of doing it. I don't... He didn't even achieve the perfect interrogation, like punching him against the barrier or anything. It's even taking more than 4 punches for some reason. That was like, he fucked it up. How did he do it so well? I don't understand, man. This doesn't make sense. This is exactly the same as my run. What takes me longer? I don't get it. Is it genuinely maybe, no, surely not. Maybe it's when you have, like, the, so not in cutscenes, but, like, in random bits of dialogue. Do you think Japanese voices, there's less dialogue? So much so that it makes up the seconds. Because, like, cutscenes are going to be mapped to the cutscene. Like, it's the same animation, so those aren't going to be any shorter. But maybe just the dialogue sequences where nothing's really happening except for dialogue. Maybe that's it. Because it's like such a big amount of time that I'm like, how is this physically possible? I mean, we could change the language, but actually, I don't even know if you can. No, you actually can't even change the language, so I can't even do that. It can't be that, though. It can't be. That doesn't make sense to me. Because the cutscenes are cutscenes. It's not like it's a different cutscene for every language that changes the length of the cutscene. That doesn't make sense, does it? Like, it is for some things, but isn't that normally just because of the dialogue? Let's just go for it again. I doubt it. That can't be real. At least not for this game. Surely not. It's got to be the same game with just different audio put in that fits the same space, you'd think. But let's have a look. Right, here we go. Let's hit, so we want to go when this gets to 5303. There it is. Okay.
The short blade is best for quickly fending off multiple enemies.
I am alive. But I saw you stab me. Felt death's embrace.
You
Okay.
saw what I wanted you to see.
I'm just paying attention. Not even gonna look at chat. Just focus on the gaming.
That you might awake and be reborn.
To what end?
Do you remember, Altair, what it is the assassins fight for?
Peace.
Need to stop looking at chat.
Yes, in all things. It is not enough to end the violence one man commits upon another. It refers to peace within as well. You cannot have one without the other.
So it is said.
So it is! But you, my son, have not found inner peace. Manifests in ugly ways. You are arrogant and overconfident.
Were you not the one to say that nothing is true and everything is permitted?
You do not understand the true meaning of the phrase, my child. It does not grant you the freedom to do as you wish. It is a knowledge meant to guide your senses. It expects a wisdom you clearly lack.
Then what is to become of me?
I should kill you for the pain you've brought upon us. Malik thinks it only fair.
Right, cheers, Flash.
Your life in exchange for his brother's. But this would be a waste of my time and your talents. You will see you have been stripped of your possessions, your rank as well. You are a novice, a child once more, as you were on the day you first joined our order. I am offering you a chance at redemption. You'll earn your way back into the Brotherhood.
I assume you've something planned.
First, you must prove to me you remember how to be an assassin.
So you'd have me take a life?
No, not yet, at least. For now, you're to become a student once again.
There is no need for this.
Others tracked your targets for you, but no more. From today on, you will track them yourself.
If this is what you wish.
It is.
Then tell me what it is that I must do.
We have been betrayed. Someone was assisting Robert de Sable, one of our own. You must find him and bring him here for questioning.
What can you tell me of the traitor?
Ah, but that's just it. I've given you all I will. The rest is up to you.
Safety and peace, Altair.
You're in my way.
Yes, Al-Mualim has asked that I assist you. Remind you how it is we hunt our prey.
I know how it works.
Be that as it may, I have no desire to disobey.
Then be quick.
The Assassin have many tools at their disposal.
Yes, yes. We can eavesdrop, we can pickpocket, or we can use violence to intimidate.
Good, you remember.
So you'd have me walk amongst the others and learn what I can about the traitor?
Yes. Begin by going to the village market. That's where we first spotted the traitor.
You know who it is?
Perhaps.
Then give me a name and let's be done with it.
That's not the way it works. Now go. And remember, begin your search in the village market.
See, I watched this clip, right, where he's doing it, and he fucks up right here, and I don't. But he still does it quicker. Which is mad to me, because here, right, he doesn't just jump off. He climbs a fucking building and ejects like an idiot in the wrong fucking direction. No, man. Okay, we're gonna fucking restart. God damn it. Fuck's sake, man.
Climb tall structures.
Fuck, man. God damn it.
Jar carriers can easily
Can't believe I fucked
break
that
your
jump,
cover
man.
if you cause them to drop.
Such an idiot. Such a fucking idiot.
I am alive.
It's so annoying. This cutscene's like 3 minutes long.
Felt death's embrace.
It's literally like 3 minutes long.
You saw what I wanted you to see, and then you slept the sleep of the dead, of the womb, that you might awake and be reborn.
To what end?
Do you remember, Altair, what it is the assassin fight for?
Peace. In all things.
Yes, in all things. It is not enough to end the violence one man commits upon another. It refers to peace within as well. You cannot have one without the other.
So it is said.
So it is! But you, my son, have not found inner peace. Manifested in ugly ways.
Yeah, I did. I called the Japanese man an idiot, and then I fucked that on myself.
Were you not the one to say that nothing is true and everything is permitted?
Sora's eating snow. Yeah, I know. Having a good time.
My child. It does not grant you the freedom to do as you wish. It is a knowledge meant to guide your senses. It expects a wisdom you clearly lack.
Then what is to become of me?
I should kill you for the pain you brought upon us. Alec thinks it only fair. Your life in exchange for his brother's. But this would be a waste of my time and your talents. You will see you have been stripped of your possessions. Your rank as well. You are a novice. A child once more. As you were on the day you first joined our order. I am offering you a chance at redemption. You'll earn your way back into the Brotherhood.
I assume you've something planned.
First, you must prove to me you remember how to be an assassin.
So you'd have me take a life?
No, not yet.
They're the exact same for both languages.
For now you're to become a student.
Can you time the
no need for this.
pickpocket dialogue and the
Others
eavesdrop
protect your
dialogue?
talents for you, but no more. From today on, you will track them yourself.
Because those are the ones I'm a bit more concerned with, or like the interrogation dialogue.
Then tell me what it is that I must do.
Because I feel like those are the ones that aren't necessarily tied to necessarily like cutscenes or animations. It's more like just dialogue, characters speaking, and when the dialogue's over, the cutscene ends, sort of thing.
What can you
All right,
tell
cheers,
me
thank you.
Ah, but that's just it. I've given you all I will. The rest is up to you.
The camera just flipped. I don't know why the camera just fucking flipped there. That was so dumb. Watch me fuck this jump up again. I'll actually cry. I will actually fucking cry.
Safety and peace, Altair.
You're in my way.
Yes, Al-Mualim has asked that I assist you. Remind you how it is we hunt our prey.
I know how it works.
Be that as it may, I have no desire to disobey.
Then be quick.
The Assassin have many tools at their disposal.
Yes, yes. We can eavesdrop, we can pickpocket, or we can use violence to intimidate.
Good, you remember.
So you'd have me walk amongst the others and learn what I can about the traitor?
Yes. Begin by going to the village market. That's where we first spotted the traitor.
You know who it is?
Perhaps.
Then give me a name and let's be done with it.
That's not the way it works.
This game is going to be
Now go. And remember,
really hard to replay properly after speedrunning it successfully, because it's going to be ingrained in me forever at that point. I'm never going to be able to see the game the same way again. mean, it's difficult to play it like, you know, normally anyway. But after this, it's going to be even more difficult. Right, now I've got to not fuck this jump up. Come on, come on. Shit, that scared the fuck out of me. I thought I fucked it then. Why did you play it safer and jump left instead of right?
I know what I saw. Masoon opened the gate. He let the Templars in.
Then you must tell Al-Mualim.
I can't. Masoon did not act alone. Someone inside the fortress helped him.
What makes you say this?
He exchanges letters with someone inside. The basket weaver carries them for him.
That's no reason to stay silent.
Ah, but the weaver delivered him a letter just before the attack. I suspect it held the order to open the gate.
Then speak to the weaver. He can name Masoon's accomplice.
He's disappeared. Hiding for fear of being dragged into this.
Probably inside one of his own baskets.
I'm going to try doing it from the ground, not the roof this time, because that's how the guy did it. I'm just going to see if it works better.
Please, just one. We lost everything in the attack and have no place to store our grain.
We're already at like
I can't
40
right now. I'm busy.
minutes.
Is this about the letter?
What letter?
The letter you received when I got here. Bad news?
I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, I'll see what I can do, but please, I need to be alone right now. Come back later.
As you wish.
That was way quicker as well. I did that very quick, just which is what we like to see.
You'll see. Soon, all your eyes will be opened to the truth. We stand upon the threshold between this world and a new one. A better place where all might live as equals. But men like Al-Mualim would see this dream destroyed. Today's attack was but the first, and more will follow unless you repent. Give up your wicked ways. Rise up against the madman of Masyaf. See through his lies.
Oh, smooth as fuck.
Speak quickly then.
Right, we have a solid 3 minutes, basically,
Why did you betray us? And who do you serve?
for this cutscene to fucking play out.
You should too. Their cause is just.
We?
Jamal. He told me of their plans.
This is stress, man.
You betrayed us. We, who called you brother and kept you safe from harm.
I did what I believed was right. And if you must kill me for it, so be it. I am not afraid to die.
That screenshot feature might slow down your game. You might want to disable it. What's screenshot feature? What's that mean? In AC1.
You stand accused of betraying our brotherhood and opening the way for our enemies. How do you answer to these charges?
I deny nothing. I'm proud of what I did. My only regret is that
Maybe I'm just pressing the stop button at the wrong bit. I'm gonna check.
it is not evil in my heart, but truth. I will not repent.
Then you will die. You did well, Altair, and have earned the right to carry a blade once more.
What will become of the one who helped him?
It remains to be seen. Some do ill out of ignorance or fear. These men can be saved. Others suffer from corrupted wills, their minds poisoned and twisted. These men must be destroyed.
No, I'm definitely not.
Soon enough, we'll know what sort of man Jamal
It's right when he gets when you get your hidden blade.
What now?
Oh, my child. We've only just begun. I hold here a list. 9 names adorn it. 9 men who need to die.
We still have like a whole minute, but like...
War because their power and influence corrupts the land and ensures the Crusades continue. You will find them. Kill them. In doing so,
yeah, I can link the
sow
world record.
seeds
Hold
of
on.
peace, both for the region and for yourself. In this way, you might be redeemed.
9 lives in exchange for
I'll
mine.
throw it in chat. It's
A
a.
most generous offer, I think.
I'll throw it in on
Have you
lasers.
any questions?
Only where I need begin.
Very well.
There you go. It's a
Ride for
Twitch
Damascus.
link.
Seek out the black market merchant named Tamir. Let him be the first to fall. Be sure to visit the city's assassin bureau when you arrive. I'll dispatch a bird to inform the Rafik of your arrival. Speak with him. You'll find he has
Losing
much
time
to
in
offer.
movement only? Really?
If you believe it best.
I do. Besides, you cannot begin your mission without his consent.
How is he doing it quicker than
I don't
me?
need his permission. It's a waste
Like
of
this
time.
much quicker as well. I don't know how I could be any more efficient.
You answer not only to me, but all the Brotherhood as well.
So be it.
Take your equipment and go.
How?
Prove that
How?
you will not get lost to us.
"38 seconds slower. How? Physically how? There's something off here. Something's not right. I'm telling you, something's not right. My timer's not set to a different, how do I pause? What's the pause button again? Is it, shit. I forget what I set it to. 2? No. Enter? I don't remember. I don't remember what I set it to. Minus? Multiply there. Yeah, it's multiply. Okay, whatever. He takes a different route to the eavesdrop. Maybe it's quicker. Does he route? Is it? It's only... I haven't got the let me explain. I haven't got the timer set to a different time. It's because he actually, let me double check, but I'm pretty sure he goes into the Animus because he doesn't have splits set up for the modern day, whereas I wanted those just to be just to be sure of it, and just because it makes it easier to practice because I can cut out the modern day bit in my splits. But I'm pretty sure that he doesn't have splits for the modern day. He loads into the Animus at... Wait, hold on. I might be wrong, though. I might actually have just put the wrong fucking time like an idiot. Oh, you know what I've fucking done? Oh my god, I'm so stupid. You're fucking right. You're fucking right. I've put the wrong time. And do you know why that is? Hang on, let me double check. What is this set to? I can't fucking see. I'm so dumb. What the fuck? Why did I put it as 35:03? He enters the Animus at 34:09. I've been beating it by a decent amount. That's fucking why. So hold on, let's start again. Let's start again, but let's fucking correct it. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. I made like so sure as well. How did I get it wrong? Well, at least I know there was a problem, and like I was coming very close as well. Right. Okay, hang on. So he actually goes into the Animus at 34:09. I don't know how I got that wrong. Oh, I know what I did. I'm so stupid. I put it as the time for his stream. Like, the time in the stream is not the time of the speedrun, that's why. But I didn't do that for the others. I'm pretty sure. I need to double check now. Fuck, hang on. Solomon's Temple, so... So it'll be when you finish Solomon's Temple, when you leave the Animus, is 29:47. Let's make doubly sure that I've got this right. So it's when you leave the Animus, right? Yeah, so... So when it goes white... 29:47, yeah. Yeah, okay. So I've got the rest right. I just put this one wrong. No wonder I wasn't fucking beating it. Because I was always like a whole minute ahead. That's fucking why. I was actually beating it by probably about 30 seconds. Thank you, fucking hell. I'm so stupid. Good thing I've got you guys here to fucking correct me when I'm being retarded. Okay, so let's just double check that I've got this one correct as well. So finishing Damascus at 103.01. Let's just double check. I think this one's right. I think the rest are probably right. Yeah, this one's right. 103.01 is when it when you complete the assassination. So it's right. Yeah, 103.01. Oh, it's because, yeah, so the... Okay, well, maybe I fucked the modern day ones up. Because I copied his. So every time I noticed it was for an assassination, I just copied it from, like, his list of his splits. But when it was, like, a modern day one, he doesn't have those listed. So I put those in myself. So those could be wrong. The rest are going to be right, though, for this section. So we can actually try again. Let's restart. Fuck me. Alright, this is going to be better now. I feel a bit better about myself. I thought I was, like, just being... I was like, what is fucking happening, man? So we'll start it from 33.55, so we can be definitely sure about it. Wow. Okay, here we go. No, not that one. Alright. Let's hit start, and let's get down to this one. As soon as it goes to 34.09, I'll hit enter. And then we'll be on. But it's actually, I need to make sure this is at the right time, so probably about... Now I load in, and then it goes white. Yeah, there you go.
You're out of knives. Refill your stock by returning to Messiah.
Yeah, I press a button. That's how it syncs it. So every time I finish a section and it's synced with a particular part of the game, I do it when the little box comes up to say like mission complete, or as when it goes white. Like I've got it timed with either screen icons or audio cues, and every time one of those happens, I just tap 0 on my keyboard and it flicks to the next segment.
What is the assassin fight for? Peace, in all things.
Yes, in all things. It is not enough to end the violence one man commits upon another.
There is a different record for PC. It's because on PC,
so it is said.
So it is.
You can. I've said this before, but it's because on PC you can fast travel from the castle to the bureaus of each city, whereas on console you can only fast travel from outside of. You have to ride all the way outside of Masyaf, then you fast travel, and you can only fast travel to the city gates of each city. So you cut out a huge section of like a whole like maybe 5 minutes on each assassination.
It is a knowledge meant to guide your senses. It expects a wisdom you
so it adds up to quite a while.
I should kill you for the pain you've brought upon us. Malik thinks it only fair. Your life in exchange for his brother's. But this would be a waste of my time and your talents. You'll see you have been stripped of your possessions. Your rank as well. You are a novice. A child once more. As you were on the
because I think, yeah, it probably adds up to about an hour travel time. Just through those fast travels, because it's how many assassinations is it? Say 5 minutes on each.
First, you must prove to me you remember how to be an assassin.
So yeah.
So you'd have me take a life?
No, not yet. At least.
It annoyed me that the game doesn't have subtitles, but
there is no need for this.
I kind of like it because I've stopped playing games with subtitles on actually. Because I've realised that I spend too much time reading the text.
If this is what you wish.
And like I don't like subtitles for films and TV, so
We have been betrayed.
So like why would I want it on games? It's much more immersive. I remember I played through when I replayed The Last of Us and when I played The Last of Us Part 2. I turned subtitles off and it was so much more immersive. I wasn't just staring at the bottom of the screen the whole time.
The rest is up to you.
The same for Valhalla. I'm playing Valhalla without subtitles on, which for an RPG is a bit different because it kind of relies on using subtitles. But it's been nice though to actually just be able to watch the scenes play out rather than reading text.
Safety and peace, Altair.
You're in my way.
Yes, Al-Mualim has asked that I assist you. Remind you how
Red Dead without them would be fucking amazing. I'm gonna. Oh yeah, I'm gonna play when I replay Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yes, yes. We can eavesdrop, we can pickpocket, or we can use violence to intimidate.
Good, you remember.
So you'd have me walk amongst the others and learn what I can about the traitor.
Yes. Begin by going to the village market. That's where we first spotted the traitor.
You know who it is?
Perhaps.
Yeah, when I replay Red Dead Redemption 2, I'm gonna play without
without
subtitles on. That'd be so nice.
Now go. And remember, begin your search in the village market.
Alright, let's go. My load times are quicker because I'm playing on Xbox Series X. And it doesn't say that there's no rules about playing backwards compatibility. It doesn't say that anywhere, so I don't think it'll be an issue. But also, a lot of people have said that. No, oh god, wow, that was bad. That was fucking bad. A lot of people said that load times don't matter. So I don't really know about that one.
I know what I saw. Musun opened the gate. He let the Templars in.
Then you must tell Al-Mualim.
I can't.
I used to use subtitles frequently,
inside the fortress helped him.
but
What makes you say that?
I've really started not using them.
Letters with
And I honestly started to really dislike them, to be honest.
That's no reason to stay silent.
Ah, but the Weaver delivered him a letter just before the attack. I suspect it held the order to open the gate.
Then speak to the Weaver. He can name Masun's accomplice.
He's disappeared, hiding for fear of being dragged into this.
Probably inside one of his own baskets.
You've something to say.
The world record includes loading screens, so you'll have to do the run on the original Xbox 360. Really? That's annoying. But I can do it.
Is this about the letter?
I'll have to start practicing on the original Xbox 360
The
then.
letter you received when I got
I assumed it wouldn't matter.
Bad news?
I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, I'll see what I can do, but please, I need to be alone right now. Come back later.
As you wish.
Because it doesn't say anywhere, don't play on the Series X or don't play on the PS5 or whatever. But I guess it goes without saying, I suppose.
Soon, all your eyes will be opened to the truth. We stand upon the threshold between this world and a new one, a better place where all might live as equals. But men like Al-Mualim would see this dream destroyed. Today's attack was but the first. And more will follow.
I don't even feel like I've made like that much better progress, to be honest.
Rise up against the madman of Masyaf. See through his lies.
Fuck.
Enough.
I messed that up, didn't I?
Speak quickly then. I've no interest in your games. Why did you betray us? And who do you serve?
We serve the Templars. You should too. Their cause is just.
We?
Jamal. He told me of their plans. Asked me to open the gate.
You betrayed us.
You can see where I am in comparison to this.
Who
to
called
the
you
guy.
brother and kept you safe from harm.
I did what I believed was right. And if you must kill me for it, so be it. I am not afraid to die.
Your fate is not for me to decide. It's Al-Mualim who will judge.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
You stand accused of betraying our brotherhood and opening the way for our enemies. How do you answer?
Oh, I'm actually doing better. I'm actually doing better.
I deny nothing. I'm proud of what I did. My only
I'm actually doing about 10 seconds better. So that's good.
I offer you a chance to repent, to renounce the evil in your heart.
It is not evil in my heart.
But then that could be down to loading screens, couldn't it?
I will not repent.
Shit.
Then you will die. You did well, Altair, and have earned the right to carry a blade once more.
What will become of the one who helped him?
Yeah, he definitely would be a boss fight in the
Remains to be
series.
seen. Some do ill out of ignorance or fear. These men can be saved. Others suffer from corrupted wills, their minds poisoned and twisted.
I know I've heard this cutscene like 7 times today.
Soon enough,
I still love
you'll
it.
know what sort of man Jamal is.
I'm never gonna hate this
I've passed your
cutscene.
test then. What now?
Oh, my child, we've only just begun. I hold here a list. 9 names adorn it. 9 men who need to die. They are plague bringers, war makers. Their power and influence corrupts the land and ensures.
I mean,
the
to be fair, the load
Crusades
times are really quick in this
will
game.
find
On this
Kill
console.
them.
You barely even have time to be in the loading screen. You don't even get the Animus woman talking to you.
and for yourself. In this way, you might be redeemed.
I'm gonna get sick of old AC. Yeah, I'll feel like the rest of the world. I'll love Epic Viking game.
A most generous offer, I think.
But now
Have you
I
any
love this so
questions?
much.
Only where I need begin.
Very well. Ride for Damas. Seek out the black
I missed the
market
bit.
merchant
I hold here a
named
list.
Amir.
9 names adorn it. 9 men who
He
need
be
to
the
die.
first to fall.
Ooh. Blade bringers. War
Be
makers.
sure to visit
Their
the
power and
city's
influence
assassin
corrupts the
when you
land and
arrive.
ensures the crusades
I'll dispatch
continue.
a bird to inform the Rafik of your arrival. Speak with him. You'll find he has much to offer.
Here we
If
go.
you believe it best.
I do. Besides, you cannot begin your mission without his consent.
What nonsense is this? I don't need his permission. It's a waste of time.
It's the price you pay for the mistakes you've made. You answer not only to me, but all the Brotherhood as well now.
It's Amolim
So
talking
be
to New AC
Take your
Games.
equipment and go. Prove that you are not yet lost to us.
Let's get it. 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 There it is. 8.2 seconds quicker. And I fucked that. I fucked that up, didn't I? Like my traversal to get there, I completely fucked it. So
There
you go.
Altair, it seems my students do not fully understand what it is to wield a blade. Perhaps you could show them what you know.
No. You must be busy. I understand.
You must be busy. I understand.
Alright.
You must be busy. I understand. Do not merely hold your blade, become one.
I'm really gonna struggle with that jump off of the fucking wall in the traitor section of Masyaf, because every single time I come so close to dying, and it's really just a matter of like how if I hold the stick slightly in a different direction, I'm gonna completely jump in the wrong direction, which wouldn't be an issue normally. But obviously, when I'm trying to make this perfect jump where I lose, you know, 4 blocks of health instead of 5, which would kill me. Alright, let's go. We should be able to do this. How long do we have? 15 plus 3. Alright, yeah, we can do this. Just though. We've got to have... There's no room for error here. There's no room for error. And I'm going to try a couple of things. So, to get into the gate, if we assassinate the guard that's on the right, and then we run around the market to the left, the guard should go over without detecting us. And then we should be able to slip through without having to climb over the top. Which should work. We'll give that a go. And then, yeah. And I also think that my investigations are quicker than his. Because the one that he doesn't do... He does the first one, the pickpocket in the bazaar, but then the second one he does is an eavesdrop, the eavesdrop by the fountain, whereas I do the pickpocket by the other fountain. Which I think is quicker. Pickpockets are quicker than eavesdrops. And also, I feel like I'm closer to the bureau. So, that might be... Yeah, that might be better. And also, I think you can only respawn at the bureau from a memory after you've already visited it once. So I don't think it will respawn me there if I exited the memory in... Hold on, let's just try and get this exactly right. Oh, no, wait. Fuck. Wait, no. Damn it. Hang on, it's okay. I paused the fucking clock. Give me a sec. Thank God it's only a fucking practice. Hold on, let me go get some new batteries. God damn it, man. Classic fucking Xbox, still needing batteries. I'll just give myself, because I gave myself a couple of seconds, so I'll give myself a couple of seconds again, so we're back on time. I'll be, right, 2 seconds. There we go. Okay, right, hold up. Let me just switch off this as well. Oh, that didn't even work. Right, hold on. So I give myself, so hang on, I'll hang on. Wait. Hang on, I'm gonna have to... Ah!
You do not want to do that again.
There we go. We should still be good. I think that'll be fine. Maybe we lost a second there, but... I think that's alright. I tried to give myself like the 3 seconds back that I spent panicking, but I don't know if I did. The thing with this as well is I find that your range of movement is slightly restricted from like the Ezio games. Even like AC2, some of like your movement, like it's less movement that like you'd notice normally, but like when you try to jump from one point to another, like that's very close together, you can very easily fuck it up or just drop off the wall or just not move at all. Whereas if you're playing like an AC2, your range of movement in like smaller situations is usually a lot better. But like that's just something obviously they improved as they went along. When you're looking at like Brotherhood is obviously the best. The main issue with Revelations being the hook blade tends to fuck up a lot of things, and the game just sometimes assumes you want to use the fucking hook blade when you don't. That's why Brotherhood's the best game. Oh no, I got stuck on a fucking tree. Oh god, what am I doing? What am I actually doing right now? Oh my god. I've done this bit a million times, and that time I fucked it up. It's the pressure, boys. It's getting me. We'll be alright, we'll be alright. We're just gonna keep going. Oh god. It's those jumps make you so much slower. As long as I can avoid the sword boys, though, we should be okay. Does anyone ever go through the kingdom legit, or not? Because I feel like nobody does. I feel like you have to be a psychopath to do that. Because there's absolutely no consequence to running like this. Whereas in the city, there is. If there was a reason to be in the kingdom, then it would be a disadvantage to get detected. But there's no, it's literally, there's no disadvantage to it in the kingdom, because you just, it's literally just a means to get to the city. God, AC1, I mean, AC 100% isn't even that bad. It's just a bit tedious because of the flags, the bullshit fucking flags, and then doing like I'm pretty sure you have to do all of the investigations, and some of those are annoying where it's like the timed like take out 3 targets in under this amount of time, and it's like you just have to learn the level really. But then you've got like tracking down all of the Templars that are just knocking about, which is kind kind of a bit boring. Alright, this is okay. We have about 13 minutes to do this. I think we can do it.
Use counterattacks when faced with multiple enemies.
Oh, she spoke that time. She didn't get to finish her sentence, but... How many temples? I think it was like 50, 60, something like that. Oh my god, why? No, no, lock off. I fucked it again here. I fucked it again. Assassinate! Oh, wow. Fucking lost time here. What the fuck happened? I panicked so much. I'm just like spamming buttons. There you go.
You'll find everything. There's nothing I do not have. You, sir, you look like you need something. You'll find it here. I'm sure.
There it is. Sweet. Made it some lost time there, though, so I think we're okay.
Do you understand?
Yes. I am to deliver the letter to your merchant friend.
And you know who to see?
The same man as always.
Do not think to betray my presence in this city. We have many eyes, many ears.
And many arms, yes. Good for silencing those who say too much. I know this well.
I did recover that tonight.
You have my word.
Good. Then be quick about it. Time is short.
There you go, see? If you get him just before he does his second look around his shoulder, you can save a lot of fucking time. And it's not even that hard to do. The window for it is so big that it really doesn't matter that much.
Something needs to be done. It's only a matter of time before someone else discovers it.
Tell him then, it's in his best interest.
Yeah, look, George can do an AC3 retrospective.
He won't meet with me. Too busy with this
I'm not doing
deal
one.
of his.
And the guards?
Tried already.
I'll do AC1
They won't
instead,
lift
15
a
years
finger
later.
Unless the order comes from him.
Then what will you do?
I'll go to Abul Nukud.
The merchant king.
Look at that, they mention the Merchant King of the Mask, Abul Nakud.
I've written him a letter that explains the problem. He can read it and decide for himself.
Nailed it! I should take a fucking different route every single time I do this. But I think I'm still doing good for time. Oh, except I fucking double tapped A like an idiot just then. Oh, God. Oh, God. Come on. Okay, that's not what I meant to do. Shit. Okay, we made up some time there, though. And we fucking walked into a plant.
Altair, it is good to see you. And in one piece.
You as well, friend.
I'm sorry for your troubles.
Think nothing of it.
A few of your brothers were here earlier, in fact. Oof, if you'd heard the things they said, I'm certain you'd have slain them where they stood.
It's quite all right.
Yes, you've never been one for the creed, have you?
Is that all?
I'm sorry. Sometimes I forget myself. What business brings you to the Mass?
To be fair, in 2026 you can do Assassin's Creed 2 15 years later.
With the work he does. I meant to end it.
I trust you have searched the area.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Yes.
Revelations
Here's
15
what
years
I've
later.
learned. Tamir rules over the Souk el Salah. He makes his fortune selling arms and armor, and is supported by many in this endeavor. Blacksmiths.
It's a passive-aggressive
traders,
man. It's voiced by
financiers.
Leonardo, yeah.
He's the single largest death dealer in the land.
If you'd have heard the things the other assassins said, Altair, oh, you would not have been
A
happy.
meeting is being arranged at Souk El Salah to discuss an important sale. They say it's the largest deal Tamir has ever made. He'll be distracted with his work. That's when I'll strike.
Your plan seems solid enough. I give you leave to go.
Got the feather. We have 56. Ooh, that's plenty of time. Ooh, I'm about to come in clutch, boys. You fucking ready? Did I say 2022? I meant 2026. I said 2026.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Stop it, please! You're hurting me!
You dare steal in my presence? That would cost you your life.
The fires of war consume the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. It seems a tragedy.
It's great how close the assassination is to the Bureau in this one. And we just jump straight down here onto this plank. Drop off, and we'll be just in exactly the right position for Tamir to show up. Perfect. Beautiful.
I have no interest in your calculations.
Yeah, we stand here, and then as soon as the cutscene's done, we blend and assassinate him on the spot, and then we sprint that way.
I have failed my client.
We need more time.
This is the excuse of a lazy or incompetent man. Which are you?
Neither.
What I see says otherwise. Now,
Planning AC videos.
what do you intend to do?
Got to plan all the AC videos to come.
These weapons are needed now.
In 2027, going to do D. Jackal's Gaze 10 years later, and let's go.
Client requires so much, and the destination. It is a difficult route.
It's really cool that this game predicted the Jorvik assassination 14 years before it happened.
It is not enough.
No, 13.
Perhaps you ask too much.
Valhalla came out last year.
Too much? I gave you everything.
Ooh, we do not have to battle.
Without me, you would still be charming serpents for coin. All I ask in return was you fill the orders I bring you, and you say I ask too much?
Ooh.
You dare disrespect me?
Peace, Tamir. I meant no insult.
Then you should have kept your mouth shut.
No, stop!
Stop? I'm just getting started.
No! Stop! No!
You came into
Yeah, we were talking about this yesterday. Fucking scared the shit out of me too. Such a scary man. All the targets are really scary in this game. They make you feel like fucking terrified.
No. Leave the body. Let this be a lesson to the rest of you. Think twice before you tell me something cannot be done. Now get back to work.
We have 4 minutes. That's so much time unless I fuck this completely up. Oh, I got him. Oh my god, I thought he was walking away. He went like in a different direction. He fucking went over the fucking pond thing instead of around it. Ah! We did it though.
Now, my friend. You'll not profit from suffering any longer.
The Garnier one always scared the shit out of me as well, especially because you're inside of his like hospital too. It's not out in public. You're in his fucking domain.
Why me, when so many others do the same?
Sibrand was also scary, but more so because of the level design.
Oh, but I am. For I serve a far nobler cause than mere profit. Just like my brothers.
Brothers.
Ah, but he
All the
thinks I
Templars
am
in this are
close.
very well characterized.
I am but a piece.
And like I said, they add to not just like the mystery of like, oh, how are all these men connected? And then you find out they're all Templars, and like the Templars are like the secret order, and then you find out more about that in the modern day as well. At the same time as Altair finds out about them in this, in the ancestor story. But it also adds to his story, like how he's talking about that. Like he starts to take on board what they're saying to him. It's really cool. It's fucking sick. There you go. It's getting out of that crowd that's fucking the tough part, man. But once you're out, you're home free. Especially with this fucking route that I've come up with. Oh, that was not good. I should have latched onto the corner, but we're okay. Should be in a good position to lose them by the time I get over here. Come on. Damn it. I'm going to lose time now because of that, but it's whatever. I should stay more to the right when I go past that Templar Knight.
Word has reached me of your victory, Altair. You have my gratitude and my respect.
Okay, I think I've nailed it. I think I've nailed it.
It is a shame.
Even with those fuck-ups, I think I nailed it.
Continue to hold you in such poor regard.
Rafik, I do not care.
With the 8.2 second head start, you'd expect me to make it. But if I can be ahead by quite a bit...
You should bring news of your victory to Al-Mualim. I'm certain he has more work for you to do.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. When it comes up. When it comes up. There it is. Look at that, boys. 48 seconds faster than the world record. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Nice. That was good. That was good. There we go. All right. Beautiful. That was really good. That was a really solid run. I'm very confident in this now. That's real nice. As well, like if we fuck up, so say, I mean, obviously this isn't my actual time for the intro tutorial, but if we were to fuck up the tutorial, if we were to fuck up Solomon's Temple, if we were to fuck up Modern Day, we'd still manage to bring things back in Damascus because my route is so fucking solid that it's way faster than his. So, yeah, that's good. Oh, wow, that's really good. That means the next thing to focus on then is Memory Block 3 with Garnier and Talal and try and map those ones out. So I've got a good route for those. I think Garnier will be a lot easier. Talal, investigation-wise, actually, no, I think that one might be alright too. I think we're doing very good. And yeah, of course, we'll do the Dubai Al Hakim super fast blitz because it's the only way it can be done. But yeah, that was good. Almost a minute ahead of the world record. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident about that. I think we're doing pretty well. So, yeah, and even with like extended load times, I've absolutely smashed it. So we're good. I think from here on out, then I might do practices on the 360 rather than on the Series X. Just because I don't want to be cheating in any way. Like, if it does count as cheating to be playing on the Series X, then I guess I don't really consider that. So maybe we'll switch. I'll get my 360 out wherever the fuck it is, and I'll plug it in, and we'll do it on the 360. But yeah, I think we're getting better every day. We're getting better every time. So we'll spend some time, maybe even tomorrow, or maybe in the week. It depends what I'm doing. But we'll work on doing. What I'll do is, I'll get the 360 out and I'll run through Masyaf and Damascus again, just to make sure I've got it and I'm good at it on the 360. And then what I'll do is then we'll move on and we'll go through Garnier and Talal as well and see if we can get those ones in the bag to really get those down. And then we'll have about a third of the game sorted. Then we've really got to focus on. I mean, Abul Nakud, we can do that one pretty easily as long as we get the back eject right on the post in the courtyard bit. William Dimofrat, easy. We can just do the exploit. All we've got to do is get that right. Majdadeen, again, that one's, if we fuck it up, it's a difficult one because we've really got to try and get him on the ground to do him in. So maybe we'll try try doing that. I'm pretty sure if you just jump out of the crowd, so instead of walking out of the crowd, if you're at the front of the crowd and you jump forwards, I think you can manage to get to the stage, but without him noticing you. But I have to practice that. Sibrand, again, I've got a route planned out for that, which is pretty simple. I don't think there's like a clear exploit for Sibrand. Jubayer, there's an exploit that we just have to get right, because you've got to be in the right position when you fall through the thing. And then Maria Thorpe, we've got a good exploit for that, so I think we should be good. I don't know how many exploits he used on this world record run, although I do know for the Maria Thorpe one he did use an exploit. But I'm not sure if he did for William and Jubayer. So if he didn't, then we're going to be at a big advantage. But I think he might have done. Like, what's his time? So from killing Abel, yeah, he must have done. Like, how? That's less than 20 minutes. That's mad. That's such a short amount of time. It's going to be a lot more difficult when the investigations aren't right by the city gate. And you've got to, like, run all the way through. It's going to be rough, but I think we'll be good. I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident in this right now. I'm feeling nice and good. Exit the Animus. Let's have a little look around. And it's also going to be a lot harder when we've got to memorize like multiple investigations, like 3 investigations per city, and then you got to do memory block. Like, it's going to be a bit tough, but I think I should be good. Like, I'm never going to forget where those Damascus assassinations are now. Once I've got them, I've got them. So that'll be good. And like being able to practice from being able to see them on the map is very helpful. So once I've got them memorized, I've got them memorized. But yeah, I think we're good. I think we'll wrap things up here then, because we'll end on a high note. And then sometime soon, I want to get back to Persona, so maybe tomorrow, but I don't know, maybe Monday. Depends what I'm doing, I don't know. But obviously George's big old Brotherhood retrospective premieres tomorrow, so don't miss out. George being Long-Haired Fox, if you don't fucking know, one of the 4 pillars. Go and subscribe, and yeah, don't miss the Brotherhood retrospective that he's doing. It's longer than my one, so there's a lot more in there. I think he's gone into like every memory sequence, whereas I glossed over some of it to get to like the key points that I want to talk about. He's going through like sort of everything as it comes, so definitely don't miss out on the Long-Haired Fox Brotherhood retrospective tomorrow afternoon. I think it's 5 p.m. tomorrow. So go subscribe. He's there in chat. And also on top of that, everyone go and bloody subscribe to to bloody where is it? 4 Pillars Clips, boys. Go subscribe. This is still on screen. Hang on. Get off the fucking screen. 4 Pillars Clips. Go and subscribe. I'll subscribe right now. Look how easy that is. And it's super easy to also turn on notifications. Look at that. Easy stuff, boys. We want to subscribe because we've got great highlights, such as History of Man as defined by the Rick Astley era. The T-posing bandits, of course, me fucking up my speech, and we've got more that are scheduled to come out over tomorrow as well. I think Ethan's got another one, I've got another one, and we'll keep adding to it. So 4 Pillars highlights will all go on this channel. There's tons of great shit. I'll link it in chat for everyone. It's really great. And on top of 4 Pillars clips, obviously there's the 4 Pillars network too, which is quality stuff. So if you're not already subscribed to 4 Pillars network, subscribe to the 4 Pillars network. Bloody fantastic. Look at that. WandaVision, fucking 2K, 13K for the Assassin's Creed Valhalla spoiler cast. So tons of great content coming from this channel too. So yeah, we're really working on all this stuff. It's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, it should be nice. Let me just exit. Yeah, my splits have been updated. Just save those. But yeah, cool. Good stuff. Good stuff, boys. Good stuff. All right. I'll see you all soon, maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after, it depends, like I said, but I'll keep you updated on Twitter, and yeah, we'll continue to practice this on the 360 to make sure we've got everything sorted and good, but I think we'll be nice. Yeah, good stuff. Alright, catch you later, fellas, catch you sometime soon, and we'll see you around in a bit, boys. See you later.